I put a hot tub in my mom's backyard. Do you think the ladies will come over now?
Hot tub offer. How can I refuse?
A hot tub nightly rental. Women only. Bring your group of girlfriends for a night of peace and tranquility.
Yeah, if peace and tranquility includes the creepy guy peeking out the window. Also, rental? You're not even gonna do it for free?
It fits 3 to 4 very nicely. Or 2 if I'm in there, because I'm a double wide, you know what I'm saying?
He didn't say that part.
100% private and secure. Do what you want as you want.
Oh God, you're so transparent.
He's like, ladies, you can take your tops off if you wanted.
Show yo titties, bitch!
For a $400 inflatable hot tub that they still had to pay for? This is too wild. This is too wild.
As little clothing as you want allowed, smiley face.
Jesus Christ. You've been on Pornhub too much. It's not going to happen.
In town of Marion, but no one else around.
I don't know if that's a selling point.
Quiet 20-acre piece of land. Bring your tunes and booze and have fun. Gated entry, chemicals checked daily. No guys, no fatties, etc. No fatties.
You know my policy regarding fatties.
Dude, 20-acre piece of land? You're gonna end up locked in a shipping container for months. This is... Please don't do this, especially from Craigslist. Holy God. I think it's good. I think it's good to make your skin crawl off right at the start of the video. And we'll keep it going. Man is super creepy to woman. Is genuinely shocked when she doesn't go out with him. This is from r/foreveralone. Asked my crush out. Worst decision I've ever made. And I feel humiliated. I mean, rejection's just part of the game, boyo. Get over it. But here we go.
I've been in my room all day, still trying to recover from this. So she works at this shoe store that I frequent sometimes.
Frequent a shoe store? Already that's sus, man. I should see you like twice a year max. He's popping up 2-3 times a week. How many pairs of shoes you got?
I've never asked her out before, so I was pretty nervous to say the least.
Have you talked to her before? Let's start with that before the whole asking out thing, right?
She's average height, long dark hair, pretty almond eyes. Basically everything I've ever wanted in a girl. Basically.
I see a small caveat here. You've only named physical features. What do you want her to be like on the inside? Probably get that part right first. You're doing the whole thing backwards.
After a couple of minutes standing outside the store,
probably just peering through the window like a psycho.
I finally mustered up enough courage to do it. It was pretty early, so there wasn't that many people inside the place. So I see her sitting on a bench with another coworker who I didn't know, and my heart starts beating faster. And I walk up. Hey, I thought you were really cute. Can I get your number? Pretty straightforward, right?
A little too straightforward, some might say. You didn't interact with this person at all? You just walk right up and ask for the number? Dude, you gotta warm them up to that a little bit.
I didn't waste her time or say anything creepy. She looks at me with the most disgusted face I've ever seen. I kid you not. I've never seen anyone with that much hatred in their eyes.
Are you sure? I guess his parents don't look at him with true hatred. It's more like a melange of depression. She says, no? Can you please leave the store?
I just get embarrassed, and with tears in my eyes, walk out of there as fast as I can. I don't think I'm ever going back there ever again.
Wow, you really took that one to heart, didn't you, buddy? Hey, chin up, all right? No reason to cry, especially in public. Please, for God's sake, not in public. You keep a stiff upper lip, you keep moving on. She wasn't the one for you. That's fine. All you were focused on is her looks. And you asked her out at work. Please never ask people out at work, all right? And then OP goes off in the comments a little bit. Somebody, Cursed Rando, says, yeah, that was a little too direct, in my opinion. And I'll second that. I would have tried some light conversation first. I don't really know how it is between you two, but if you don't know them well enough to make small talk, you probably don't have any business asking for their number.
Small talk would probably just bore her to death. I have absolutely zero social skills and have extreme anxiety anyway. Doesn't help that I look like an ogre. It's just a recipe for disaster.
Damn, dude. You have a lot of work to do on yourself before you're ready to go out with anybody. You know what happens when you have zero social skills? You get out there and you practice. Go join a club. Go to church. just get out of your house and practice. But of course, he's gonna blame everybody but himself. Never ever look inwardly. It's super scary. He continues,
I've been rejected a lot, but this one hit the most, to be honest. I've been going to that store for quite a while, and just seeing her there every day.
Every day?
Get a life.
She braced for impact with this one. And then he stood outside the store when there's not that many people inside. Bro, you creeping. She knew this was coming. She was ready to turn you away.
As corny as all that sounds, she always had the brightest smile, too. It just sucks the way that she rejected me.
I mean, it sucks the way that you approached her more so. This was unwarranted. While you're there every day, did you ever try to say hello to her or anything like that? Just warm her up to you even the slightest bit, please. For God's sake.
I got it wrong. She's actually very nice and welcoming. Yes, I do overstay my welcome there, to be honest, but it's mostly just admiring her radiant energy. She smells amazing as well.
Oh, God. Spinal structure critical. Smells amazing with her radiant energy. You are a weird guy, I gotta tell you that.
You weird, buddy. You're weird.
Anyway, I'm gonna miss seeing her.
At least he took the L. You know, got told off once and he's like, I guess that ain't the one. Good for you. Now let's review and reform and see if we could do a little bit better next time, okay? It's not the end of the world, I promise you. Does this belong here? I think it belongs here. It probably does belong here. Am I the asshole for letting my crush know that her tattoo is a turn-off for me? Did she have it before you got into the relationship, I guess is the question I should ask. That small piece of knowledge could change my answer drastically. Let's see. I am a 15 male, grade 10 student.
Wait a minute!
I have an older brother, 23 male, and he has a friend, not a girlfriend though, named Marika, 23 female. Everybody just calls her Mari though. Bro, you're 15 crushing on a 23-year-old, pack it in. Nobody gives a shit about your opinion, you're 15!
How old did you say you were? I'm 6.5.
I guess I brushed over the fact that she was just a crush, but yeah, you don't really get an opinion on this. So basically, I've known Mari ever since I was a baby, and she's always been really nice to me. I know that she's too old for me, but I think she's so cute and sexy and all of that. Yeah, them hormones are a hell of a drug, let me tell you.
Hey, you guys feel like playing some baseball? Excuse me, I'm gonna go masturbate.
Kid's over here losing his fucking mind. I have a crush on her. I know there's no way it's gonna work out, but I can't help the way I feel. I mean, if you know it's not gonna work out, why bother feeling that way? Crush it down deep in there. So this past May, my science class went on a field trip to our state college, which coincidentally is where Mari is doing her master's degree. So I know that this is really bad and I shouldn't have done it, but while we were on the field trip, I decided to pay Marika a surprise visit. Yeah, it's pretty uncalled for, isn't it? Maybe it would be a nice surprise, but really, you're like her friend's younger brother. It's weird. It is weird. So Mari lives in an apartment literally right next to the college, so it was easy to check in with her. He was going over there hoping to bone it out. He's like, as soon as she sees me alone, she's gonna jump into my arms. So I snuck away from my class, crossed the street, and went up to her apartment room. I knocked on the door, and luckily, she happened to be there. So I said, "It's me!" and Mari opened the door for me. She was so confused and surprised about my being there, and I think it caught her off guard. It was kind of awkward, to be honest, and she looked as though she didn't really want to see me. Yeah, you're an imposition on her whole day. Like, why would she want to see you, honestly? I'm telling you, he had way different plans than what he laid out in the post. Anyway, this is where the title of the thread is now relevant. Marika was wearing a tank top, and I saw that she had a 9-inch nails tattoo on her shoulder blade. Lit, honestly. I think I got a crush on her now, too. I don't like tattoos at all, so I was kind of disappointed to see that she had one. It's not your... What? I hope she just pushes him down the stairs. So before I left, I accidentally ran my mouth and told her that her tattoo is a real turn-off. These were my exact words. Mari got really offended, and she let me know that she didn't get that tattoo to turn anybody on. Don't expect a 15-year-old boy to fully grasp that, okay? Marika also told me that it's super inappropriate for a little kid like me. Yeah, she actually called me a little kid. Yeah, you're 50, you're a fucking child. You wouldn't even be allowed in the ReddX Discord, okay? You got a long way to go. So yes, inappropriate for a little kid to tell her about turn-ons and turn-offs. She told me to get back to my class at the college before I got into trouble. So my visit to her apartment went so much worse than I wanted it to go. Are you stupid or something? Like, you even have to ask this question? Duh, the reason you feel like an asshole is because you are. Coming to Reddit and being like, somebody tell me that I didn't mess up. I mean, you did, objectively. But also, it's all part of being 15, you know? You ain't got it figured out yet. But Lord, do I hope that you start doing better than this within the next 5 years. A lot of growth happens between now and then. You're fine. And I do stick to my guns that he was looking for a certain scenario to happen. The hub is just ruining the minds of the children, okay? Jesus.
Don't thank me. It was always meant to be. Sorry I was late, my love. Let her go.
This is my husband.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
Well, that was an interesting intermission. Now we're gonna continue on, and I'd like to introduce you to Joey Manarino, who's running for state senate. He says most women under 30 today have been raised to do nothing in the house. They're unable to cook, clean, or properly care for a man. Yes, perish the thought that men might care for themselves someday. They're unable to do laundry without shrinking the clothes. Can you do the laundry without shrinking the clothes, Joey? You know he can't, but that's not his fault. It's all these women. They don't understand. You're supposed to wake up before the man does, so you can prepare coffee, etc. Hey, Joey, I'm just guessing here, but you're single, right? And you gotta be for a long time. Someone would do well to create a how-to course on YouTube, teaching the basics of womanhood to the younger generation that clearly hasn't been housebroken. Housebroken? Oh, God. Spine broken. Thank you so much. It's kind of like that YouTube channel like Dad, How Do I? But just for ladies this time. And I bet if you spent 5 seconds to Google it, you would find somebody out there teaching people how to knit or make French scrambled eggs or something like that. I know wifey watches them videos. It ain't my fault that Joey and the people close to Joey don't see any need to improve themselves at all whatsoever. Joey was coddled by his mommy, I can guarantee you that. Neckbeard complains about this sub's existence on this sub. Oh, now we gotta kind of deep dive in their profile, don't we?
This site is basically about bullying males who are lower in social hierarchy.
I mean, yes, but the caveat to that is that they don't want to improve themselves or move upward in the social hierarchy. They've decided that they're the best for no reason whatsoever, except that they think so. A deadly woman, more like a deadly neckbeard.
Lover's Guide. Society lied to women. You can't spend your 20s getting drunk and having one-night stands and then demand a six-pack and 6 figures and 6 inches husband in your 30s. No man with options would pick you over a feminine woman who is keeping her value.
Yeah, this is very thinly veiled, isn't it? What? I can create a social media profile and give advice to unsuspecting women? Yes, I'll do exactly that. And then also notice how he throws in 6 inches. He's like, yeah, that's a big one. Come on, dude. As long as you've got a connection with a person, I don't really think that matters. I do have limits, obviously. There are some people that think it matters a lot more than I do, obviously. But I think a person that's secure within themselves and has a legitimate connection can see past that, at the very least. This guy can't hold his overwhelming masculinity against this doctor. Faces of medical workers after a long shift of treating coronavirus patients part 2, a Czech doctor.
But it is such a beautiful, well-crafted female.
You're talking about her like a table. Yes, this is a sturdy chair and good for breathing. What?
If she were my doctor, I would show her how much I appreciate her beauty. But not just her outer beauty, her innards beauty as well.
Innards beauty? Like you want to push her guts in or what? I mean, obviously he does. But you do know it's inner beauty, right? Not innards. Innards make it sound like you're a serial killer.
There's nothing wrong with appreciating the greatness and grandness nature has to give is all as her mother's gifts.
What? What the fuck?
What the fuck are you talking about? He can't form a sentence, but I guarantee you the only thought in his head is like, breed. I gotta breed that doctor. She's a doctor for coronavirus, not mental illness, okay? Step back.
I mean, I genuinely do want to fuck that girl.
God damn it. These are the inside thoughts, okay? Do you know the difference? You did not have to type that out and comment it, but you did anyway.
I can't control my masculine urges.
This exercise should help teach you self-control.
You're not fully human, are you? Self-control is what makes people people. At least part of it.
If she were here, good lord, I would see that my inner dragon and outer serpent were to be unleashed.
Despite my best efforts to remain a civilized gentleman, inner dragon and outer serpent. Put a fork in me. I am done.
Great for me. You get fork stabbed!
My lower friend would strengthen. My body would warm her in sweet embrace, and my semen would gush into her like Niagara Falls. Oh, God. How do I delete somebody else's comment? Can we put him on a list? He can't fail.
I have the power of God and anime on my side!
Look, okay? She's an attention-seeking medical worker, which we saw a lot during coronavirus. But this ain't the right attention. Come on. Look at her silly TikTok dance.
I can't take it to the grave.
I guess I just firebombed everybody in this thread. Good! I can't contain my overwhelming masculinity. That's just how it be sometimes. It just speaks for itself. I'm forcing my BF to watch all 5 Twilight movies with me. Boyfriend or best friend? I really hope this isn't BF as in boyfriend. It's genuinely so fucking disappointing. I don't get why you Twitter girls don't make it obvious you're taken. I literally, for 2 weeks, would check your tweets for your mental health to see if you're okay, and you have a boyfriend? Is he a Chad? Is he white?
Bruh.
Oh my God, man. Pump the brakes a little bit. I didn't ask you to do any of that. But now that you've taken it upon yourself to do that, you feel entitled to something. If there was a check mark to signify that I wasn't single, I'd put it on my profile, because then you keep away from creeps like this. Is he a Chad? Is he white? Bruh. Insecurities for real. Neckbeard wants a roommate. Sonic Savior hashtag NFT. God. Crypto bro loses all his money. Now he's looking for a roommate. Preferably a female. Looking for a roommate in Brooklyn. DM if interested. Must be female. 18 plus. Single. Down for fun. Winky face. No drugs / smoking. Oh, I thought you was talking about drugs was the fun. Nah. I'm good on all that. No socialist political views. No previous boyfriend. Bruh, good luck.
Good luck with that. I have weed. See ya.
You have just whittled down the population summarily. You know, man, if the Sonic Savior NFTs had taken off, this dude would be in a whole different position. He'd be able to buy a $400 hot tub and 20 acres of land to spy on my ladies through the window. You remember? It's a callback to the first post. Hey! No, but seriously, invest all your money in Tendycoin. I'm serious. Is it possible to ask your female friend to have a casual sex?
You serious?
Oh man, this is gonna end up bad. Let's check back in a week or two. Next week on r/Today I Fucked Up. I mean, you're asking Reddit for advice that you really already know. The title says, just one single sex. Just a crumb is all I need and I'll be on my way. Just terrible. Is it really like just a friend? Is there any tension between you two? I guess not. So please don't do this. You're gonna end that friendship so quick your head's gonna spin. When the time is right to have a casual sex with one of your friends, you'll know it. Don't try to force it, okay? Please.
Could I just put it inside? I'll lube it up, slip it in like a gentleman.
No, you're gross. You're gross. Get away.
Well, I seem antiquated. Most women don't like the way I am, which is political and old-fashioned.
Yeah, he's Neckbeard Joe the Hill. This is a Neckbeard I met on Discord a while ago. With the anime profile picture and everything. You couldn't LARP it any better if you tried. Good God. Here's a guy that can't keep up with the alpha male shtick.
Do women like this actually exist? I'm naturally an alpha male.
Quickest way to diffuse any thought of you actually being one, if they existed, is to state that you are one.
I'm almost always the biggest, strongest, and smartest guy in the room. And it gets so boring being in control. But every girl I meet just expects me to keep up that alpha shtick with them too. I like strong and dominant girls, but I just don't attract them because I give off lion/daddy energy naturally. Feels bad, man.
Lion daddy energy. Did we read this before in a sad cringe? That sort of rings a bell. I like how there are 5 emojis laughing at this guy. Nobody's buying it, bro. Pack it in. Do men like this actually exist? Unfortunately, we're staring at the evidence right in our faces. Then again, it's the internet. People say all kinds of weird shit online. If you like the weird things that I say, maybe you can like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, do all them things. Many links in the description. Video ain't quite over yet, but I thought I'd get the plugs out of the way. Just a little friendly reminder in the middle of the video. Sometimes it works. Again, a real Asian woman wrote this. Not a basement-dwelling neckbeard pretending to be a Japanese woman. Is this another post from Mombot on Twitter? Oh no, it's not. I'm a Japanese woman and will tell you exactly why you not happy. You Western white women have abandoned your role and place and allowed a toxic and dishonest movement to manipulate you and turn you into man-hating monsters that see yourself as a man's equivalent even though you can't function in society without a plethora of safety nets under you. As if this would mean more coming from a Japanese woman than a salty neckbeard. What a tragedy that people get to pick their own path now, right? You protest things like being told you're pretty by men. You lie and say male privilege when men have none and we have it all. Yes, we, us, girls, all of us. You white women are the most coddled and privileged humans on this earth. Shame on all of you for creating such a toxic Western environment and for not honoring the sacrifices men make historically and currently. Oh yeah? What sort of sacrifices have you made lately? I haven't sacrificed a whole heck of a lot if I'm being completely honest. But I don't know. Maybe it takes LARPing as a Japanese woman online to see how bad I really have it. This is too wild, man. We've seen it multiple times and it never works, okay? I see right through ya. Dude wants to take credit of some dude that died in the War of 1812 so he could get his pee-pee sucked? Nah, that's not how it works, man. I want to know what he thinks about Asian men. Oh, this is from 4chan. Should be lovely. Should Asian women be classified as a biological weapon?
I turn now. Good luck, everybody else.
High IQ men all over the world, but particularly whites, are seemingly blinded by their attraction to them.
Yes, and? Problem?
Is it not possible that China is cloning Asian women in genetics labs and mailing them around the world to breed with the elites and create a new Hapa overclass that will rule the world to China's benefit? What?
Like, sort of with you during the first paragraph, and then we just go completely off the rails. Genetically cloned? What are you talking about?
Even mid-tier Asian women possess an allure that places them above any non-Asian women in the eyes of the high IQ man. Their skin is softer, their hearts and souls are softer, their hair is softer.
Tell me you've never interacted with an Asian woman without telling me that.
Their eyes are calm and loving. They are a loving respite in this cruel world. Should they be banned?
What? What? You've been watching too much anime, man. Asian women don't take no shit. They'll tell you like it is. Loving? Yes. Calm? I don't think that fits. Another Anon says, yeah, this. I got to stay in Korea for 3 years. I traveled all over Asia, banging Asians. Oh, really? Asians in Asia? That's interesting. It was amazing. I'm critical of them, though, but I had fun. Yeah, today on things that never happened on 4chan. I mean, maybe it did happen, but I guarantee you we paid for it. This whole thing is so weird. What the hell are you guys talking about? As far as what he thinks about Asian men, he doesn't. He's coon-brained. He only thinks of places where his coon can go, don't you see? Oh, here's another one that makes me want to die.
Am I the asshole for grooming?
Yeah, probably. Title says, Neckbeard claims he isn't a pedo because he's only romantically attracted to minors. Oh, really? And where does romantic attraction lead? You tell me that. I'm not gonna sign off on it. I'm not signing off on any of this.
Throwaway account because this is a very sensitive subject.
Yeah, it's gonna get you put against the wall.
I've already contacted the internet police. We've backtraced it.
You're under arrest.
It's highly important that you read this entire post before jumping to any conclusions. I am 25, female to male, and I am pedo-romantic.
What the hell is even that?
Oh, okay.
No, what the hell am I saying? Not okay. Get against the wall.
He's in the goddamn wall!
I don't even want to hear the rest of what they have to say. Just ventilate their skull and be done with it. You can cure this. It only takes 1 pill. It's like 9 millimeters. It's probably not big enough. Anyways,
if you don't know what that is, it's someone who's romantically attracted to minors, and that's really it.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
I'm not a pedo.
You're not a pedo. You're definitely not a pedo.
The fact that you even feel you have to specify is concerning. Does it not concern you deep down in your heart?
As a matter of fact, I'm completely asexual. I was assaulted as a child, which resulted in my asexuality, and I wouldn't wish it on someone else.
I mean, ace people do specify between, like, you know, romantic and sexual relationships, so maybe I can see the separation somewhat, but leave them fucking kids alone. I don't care what your intentions are. You're 25. I'm sorry you got assaulted. Go to a fucking therapist and work through it. Not my job. Not my problem. Not that kid's problem.
So I met this 13 female girl who is cute. Not hot, just cute.
No! God, please, no! No!
God, I hate you. That I find romantically attractive.
Can we kill him now? I am seething. We've had a lot of hateful posts so far today, but this, crown jewel.
I don't plan to do anything sexual to her. Just romantic acts like hugging and kissing.
Aren't those somewhat sexual? Oh my God, what? I hate everything about this. Why are we even having this discussion? Put the gun in your mouth.
I began offering to babysit her since she was 11.
I want to find the parents. I want to show them this post. I want this person to be put on a list I want every bad thing in life to happen and you and only you.
And recently I finally told her after 2 years about my romantic attraction to her and how I'm ace, so she has nothing to worry about.
Oh my God. Yes, yes. Let your guard down, because it's totally not gonna go that way, and if it did, it would be a total surprise to me. I would love to see you salted, burnt, kicked into a hole. If somebody's got the keys to the space laser, go ahead and fire now. You can take me out as collateral damage, I don't care. I need to see him gone.
She was initially skeptical, but eventually decided to pursue a romantic relationship with me.
Oh God, you're 25, you fucking degenerate. How do the parents not know? Where are your parents?
Believe it or not, most of my friends were actually very supportive of me.
If you were my friend and you told me that, I'd beat the living shit out of you. And honestly, those are the type of friends you need. The type that are gonna call you on things like this.
They all know that I'm ace, so there's no chance that I'll actually harm her.
Citation needed? Source? Just trust me, bro? What are you talking about?
For her parents, well, it's a different story.
Good. I hope the dad comes to your door, knocks on it with a lead pipe, makes it so you have to drink out of a tube for the rest of your fucking life.
You leave my goddamn kids alone. They both called me a groomer.
You are. You've been waiting for this 11-year-old to turn 13. If I was that dad, I swear to God I'm going to jail.
I told him that I was ace and then I was raped, so I wouldn't do it to anybody else.
God. Let me use my trauma as a shield. Hurry. Nobody's buying it. You're a disgusting human being.
They just weren't listening. They banned me from babysitting her. I honestly don't see a problem with pursuing a romantic relationship with a minor, especially if you're asexual. Am I the asshole?
The fact that you even need to ask is the most disturbing thing of all. You've got some major psychological issues that need to get dealt with before you even interact with another human being, let alone a child, let alone romantically. Good God. I kind of want to do one more just as like a palate cleanser, because ending on that, ugh, I don't think I want to end on that. Finally experienced my first one in the wild. Oh, isn't that always a treat? Hey, ask Reddit, what ruins a family dinner?
Your 17-year-old sister bringing her 30-year-old boyfriend to dinner. Why is that a problem?
Yeah. Dads need to step up. Again, this is some fatherless behavior that I'm seeing. Maybe you think you really do love him, but wait a year and also mind the age gap, okay? An 18-year-old and a 31-year-old have very different aspirations in life. Again, if I was that dad, I would beat the living shit out of him, bar none. You show up and you think you could just be here and that I'm gonna be cool with it? Nah, man. I know what you're about, man, and I don't like it, man. All right, last one for reals this time. A hard life for a neckbeard indeed.
Funny thing, the cold air, most guys shrink up, but not me.
Welcome to the underground.
Yeah, my ding dong never looks like a stack of dimes. It's always on point. Sure, buddy. She just says, okay, that's good to know.
I like the sarcasm. I'm not a perv, just FYI. Just a very open person. Lessai.
Oh, he said Lasai. He's a Redditor for sure. Gross.
The trials and tribulations of a deep thinker.
Yeah, these deep thoughts about my nuts that don't shrivel up in the cold. You're about as shallow as it comes. I gotta be real honest with you. Part about unlikable geek men is that they are fully convinced that people don't like them because of their hobbies. They cannot even begin to process the idea that comics and D&D have in fact always been kind of cool. Wrong. That part of your statement objectively wrong, okay? Did you live through the 80s, 90s, early 2000s? Comics and D&D have only really entered the mainstream culture within the past decade or so. And now you're like, yeah, I secretly liked it all along. Well, would you suffer the bullying that came along with it? No, you probably wouldn't. I don't like that already. It might be their personalities that are repulsive. I mean, that part's true. The combined unwavering ego/persecution complex is unreal. I was socially rejected because I like video games. No, Tyler, you were socially rejected because you turn every conversation you have into a competition and you call women females. I don't know about all that. She does make a few salient points here, but honestly, I think that you were pretty young and raised in the era when comics and D&D were suddenly a cool thing to be into. But as an old head, let me tell you that the persecution complex is there for a reason, okay? It doesn't help. Maybe it does have something to do with the fact that toxic people can't see that they're toxic. But for you to be like, yeah, that's the one and only reason and it's undeserved, I don't agree with that part. Also, probably don't reblog yourself on Tumblr to like amp up your original post because that seems like a pretty weird thing to do. It would be like if I quote retweeted myself on my Twitter and just continued my point. Like at that point, just make a thread or something. Do they not have threads on Tumblr? Even just like as separate statements, they're fine. Like I said, she does make some points, but I'm very loath to agree all the way. Being a socially isolated nerd is sort of like an Ouroboros, you know, chicken or the egg type of question, right? Like I said, now that it's a bit more mainstream, maybe it's not the same story. But back in the day, like, did you get into D&D because you were a nerd, or were you a nerd because you got into D&D? And the answer to that is yes. All right, we're moving on. I can't harp on this one too much. We are sorry that we have to say this, but unfortunately, people's personal hygiene is starting to degrade. Where was this posted? For the benefit of all, please bathe yourselves and wash your clothes, because no one wants to have an embarrassing conversation about body odor, which results in you being asked to leave and to not come back until you are, cleaner. Please think about yourself and others. We all have to share this gaming space, and it's not nice for others to have to put up with your lack of personal hygiene. Thank you for taking the time to read this, and we hope you enjoy your time here, the staff of Harlequins. I think this poster should just be like default on the wall of every single gaming shop out there, because it always seems to happen. The problem is, that sign can't stop me because I can't read.
That sign can't stop me because I can't read.
Oh my god, man. I don't know how bad it has to get that you just have decided to forgo personal hygiene entirely. No clean clothes, no nothing, but this Magic the Gathering tournament shall surely soothe what ails me. I don't know if that's how it works, man. Maybe you should work on yourself a little bit more, man. This is a hot summer, bro. Won't you feel so much better if you take a little shower? If you're wearing clothes that aren't all hot because they're gross and stinky? I don't know, I just couldn't do it. There was a point in my life where I was a stinky boy, and then I realized that being clean feels a lot better, and I never looked back. So just try it out. Give yourself a week of being clean, and you won't be able to go back. Matter of fact, I'm gonna recommend putting this up like everywhere out there, okay? Let's add it to that no shirt, no shoes, no shower, no service. You gotta go. I understand that you want to be here, but if you really want to be here, you need to take care of yourself first. Thank you. I like how they included think about yourself and others. I'm sure they only think about themselves. They gotta deck max their green and black magic decks to magic mog the other magic chads or something like that. It's just not worth it, man. Take 15 minutes out of your day to shower. Take another minute or two to brush your teeth. You feel so much better, I swear. Best of luck to Harlequins and their staff. I hope that this side is successful, but honestly, it's probably going to take a lot more awkward conversations about body odor, if I'm quite honest. Well, this is, yeah, Big Bang Theory. Hey! An incel made this comparison, I guarantee that. Him! PhD in experimental physics, stable life, heavily cultivated, family hated him, still got ahead. Oh, we're getting into some like Big Bang Theory lore. I think I've watched probably 2 episodes and I hated it the whole way. Really canned laughter gets me more than anything, but on top of that, the show just isn't really that funny. Classmates and environment hated him, still got ahead. Spent his teens and youth working his ass off to succeed. Terribly hardworking, pays for her stuff, polite and dedicated. Why don't you marry him, bro? He's simping super hard for this main character of the Big Bang Theory. I don't know his name. I just know what he looks like. And yeah, he looks like that guy right there. Her. Train wreck of a person. Awful job performance. Terribly uncultivated. Family loved her. Still failed. Classmates and environment loved her. Still failed. Spent her teens and youth partying and crossing her fingers to avoid pregnancy. Oh, did they cover that in the show? I think you're taking the lore like an extra step at this point, but okay. Lazy as hell, doesn't even pay for her own stuff, loud and often insufferable. I mean, I feel the need to point out to you that this is all just a TV show. None of this is actually real life, and you're extrapolating it into like what is supposed to be a real life lesson from the Big Bang Theory. Stop it, bro. You are looking way too deep at this. But for some fucked up reason, he's lucky to have her. And everyone believes that she's too good for him. God damn, dude. I don't know nothing about the Big Bang Theory, like, fan base or whatever. Nor do I really want to. Does anybody actually think this? He puts loud and insufferable under her like the rest of the Big Bang Theory cast isn't exceedingly loud and insufferable. I don't like this show. I don't understand how people can sit there and really get heated over it. Who really cares, man? Obviously, these 2 fictional characters were written to be together, so why you gotta like try and tear it apart, okay? Just look at the overarching message of the show. Bazinga! Doesn't that speak to your heart? Isn't that deep and fucking meaningful? Maybe the real Bazinga was the friends that we made along the way. The real question here is why isn't David dating Darlene anymore? You wait till Mr. Connor finds out, all right? Just pepper in some Roseanne references into a ReddX video. Why not, you know? That is the guy, is it not? So cool. I love old man references. Yes! If you get that, then you're old like me, and that's beautiful. Bless up. Let's move on. I can't talk about this anymore. It's a stupid show. Fight me in the comments. Hey, it's Drake, everybody. Tried to airdrop this woman a pic of herself because she's a dime. Drake, bruh, you 35. How you still doing some creepy shit like this? Like if you airdropped her a picture of you, maybe that would have worked. But instead you're like creeping in whatever cafe this is, sending like I'm watching you type of pictures to her. Honestly, she ain't even a dime. She's like mid at best. It's sad. How down bad Drake gotta be to be like, yeah, this chick right here, and then to post it up on Snapchat or whatever the hell this is. Ooh. Bro, you okay? Are you doing okay over there? God damn it, dude. Honestly, the weird part is that, you know, she's sitting there with somebody, boyfriend, husband, brother, we don't really know, but it's pretty weird, disrespectful to try and creep on this girl while she's sitting there with somebody else. I guess he knew that if he sent a picture of his face, she'd be like, hey, check this out. Drake sent me a picture of himself. Or rather, she'd probably believe that somebody sent her a picture of Drake, right? Nobody's actually gonna believe that he's out here airdropping photos of himself or of other people to themselves. Like, this is really just creepy. I don't understand how you thought this would be a good idea. You need to take a break, Drake. Drake walking around out here in Drake world, okay? Doesn't understand how the rest of us live anymore. He was a child actor, okay? You think a child actor's gonna grow up to be a well-adjusted human? Not generally. I don't know. I guess I suspect, I mean, I never really thought about it, but if I did think about it, I would have suspected some stuff like this going on. But really, this is living proof, and I hate it. Drake going full creep, full neckbeard, and I don't know how to deal with that. You know how I deal with it? I came up with the way to deal with it. You Alt F4. You never look at this again. That's fine. I'm not gonna come after Drake because his lawyers, whoo, way better than what I can afford. So see you later. Oh, look at this comic. What a beautiful masterpiece this is. Take this job and shove it.
Hey there, Becky. Let's go check out that hit movie.
It's a nice offer, but I'm too busy. Hello, human resources? Bro, look at Becky. Becky looks horrible. I mean, everybody in this comic really looks horrible, but she got like this just sack of potatoes body, her nose and stuff like that. I mean, the dude got a potato face too, to be fair. Maybe the guy just can't draw. What's up with the stick arms? I got a lot of questions here. I guess we'll just try and take the message away, okay? So, you still coming over later to hang out with me and that other girl? Oh, she's hanging out with Party Demon, whoa! You are so bad, Dirk. Of course I am.
You're one of our best managers, but we're gonna have to suspend you.
Oh my god, the injustice of it all.
But I didn't do anything except ask if she wanted to see a movie.
Yeah, but you're blurring the line between, like, you know, worker and manager. It's an inappropriate thing to do, and I don't understand why you can't see that. She is like 100% correct in contacting human resources, is she not?
She says she felt uncomfortable. But this girl barely comes to work on time and gossips more than she works. I bust my behind for 60 hours a week, and this is how you repay me?
I mean, none of that really matters. If all that is the case and you are the manager, then you should have fired her, right? But you didn't, because you had ulterior motives, and somehow you think you're the good guy in all this. God, the art style is just horrible. I don't want to keep harping on that, but honestly, it makes Control-Alt-Delete feel like a freaking masterpiece. It kind of feels like it wants to be Daria a little bit. But even that's like way too good a show. I don't want to make that comparison. I'll never forgive myself.
You have to understand, women are a protected class in the new America.
Bro, they just dropped new America. Like, yeah, that's a normal thing that people say.
Some people are more equal than others.
If anybody ever said that to you, go talk to a lawyer. They will take that case pro bono. You're gonna win out pretty hard. What the fuck? I don't understand. I'll be waiting for you, ladies. Yeah, Party Demon's gonna get some. So get this. I got that guy suspended. What an idiot. He thinks because he's the manager, I'll go out with him. Which is, yeah, that's a horrible way of thinking. She's supposed to be the bad guy in this comic, but the way I see it, yeah, why would you abuse a position of power over a subordinate to be like, you have to go on a date with me? Good on her for telling him to go screw, you know what I'm saying? You go, girl. So, you going on any dates soon? What a loser, teehee. Let's go to Dirk's. Yeah, Dirk. He's giving him the dick.
I can't afford this, but I really need to get away for a while.
Yeah, flying to what I presume is Thailand because of the Great Golden Buddha. Me and my wife actually went to see that. It was pretty neat. Really, he's probably going there as a sex tourist, which is not very neat. Do not subjugate the people of the country that you're visiting. Thank you so much. Also, does it not feel like this comic is going on forever? You should have been able to do this with like 4 to 8 frames, but instead we've got, what, 20 plus? Jesus Christ. I've been corrected, it's Angkor Wat, so Cambodia. But I did see a lot of Buddhas in Thailand. It's probably actually a place that doesn't exist because as you'll see, this guy gets off the plane and finds a milady to milady, and we know that that would never happen IRL.
What's happening? Hey, handsome.
Oh! Yeah, all of a sudden you're desirable because you're exotic over here. Deep down, you're still a piece of shit, so I don't think anybody's gonna stay with you for an extended period. But hey, at least you can get a date, I guess. This is the worst thing ever. This is the worst thing ever. You know how many lame-ass fucking broke white dudes come over to the Philippines and they're like, I'm somebody here. It's like you could have been somebody in the States, but instead you aimed real low. You know what I'm saying? I had no problem getting dates in the States. I came to the Philippines because I met somebody who I really connected with. You know what I mean? If you're coming out here just looking for a date, like, yeah, you're probably a piece of shit that needs to work on yourself. So then our intrepid incel goes outside and he's like looking around, and she's like,
Hey there. Imagine finding you here. Let's hang out, and then later I'll cook you something to eat.
oh, that's so nice. This lady with spina bifida was able to find a partner. What is wrong with this? And why does it keep going? Couldn't you have done this in fewer frames? Please, I'm suffering here.
As you can see, Phnom Penh is a beautiful city.
Oh, I guess it is Cambodia now.
I can't believe how sweet you are. You mean girls aren't like this in your country? No.
But see, this is like an okay thing because he's not her superior. He's not her manager. If he got a job, became her manager, believed he was entitled to a date, then I would say that she should brush him off 100%. In the meanwhile, my goal is to bench press 200 pounds and get a man fired.
You go, girl.
What? What does that have to do with anything? This comic's so horrible. It is so horrible. And then our little incel gets a kiss from an Asian girl. And he's like, take this job and shove it. And they lived happily ever after. And actually her dick was bigger than his. The end. I have no idea what was supposed to be happening in this comic. It's just like a slow motion train crash that never ended. I really wanted it to end. It was far too much. And all I'm talking about is like the events of the comic. If we're really breaking down the drawings and stuff, like look at this chick's necklace. Is this Asian chick's necklace literally part of her shirt? Where does the back of the chain go? I don't know what's happening. Why her boobs look like that? Why she got spina bifida? The little incel that could. And honestly, this is going to encourage way more people to come over to Southeast Asia and be like, if I couldn't make it in America, I can make it there. Hey, how about you make it first and then you come over? You know what I'm saying? That's really the way that you probably want to go. If women didn't want you in the States, there's a big reason for that. And guess what? women out here probably ain't gonna want you either. I mean, some will, inevitably. You could be their little trophy husband or whatever, but that's probably not the life that you want to live. You're not gonna be good for another person, okay? You're both gonna end up miserable. There's no magical transformation that happens when you get off the plane to the Philippines, all right? And again, even outside the messaging itself, just the composition of everything, the colors of everything, freaking terrible. Dude really came out here and said, blue's for boys and pink is for girls, like how it should be. I don't know what you're getting at with all this, but it's horrible. It's horrible. I hate it every second of it. Please, Lord, take me away. We're done. We're done here. I can't keep going on because I really could make like a 1-hour video about this one comic. But that's not my goal, at least not today. Maybe we'll go look this guy up sometime and dig through more of his crap art. And it doesn't even look like the art is credited anywhere. So if you know who this is, let me know. Maybe we do a live stream and dig through it one of these days. But for now, I gotta go. It's over. Oh God, I really don't know if I have the fortitude for this today. Rufus Brant out here trying to let me know how it is. Pussy that's too tight, that's a red flag. People just use red flag, you know? I don't even think anybody knows what it means anymore. It's lost knowledge, like who built the pyramids? Slaves built the pyramids. Millions and millions of slaves. Chastity is a must, but if your pussy's too tight, you must have had a surgical procedure in order for you to get it that way. What? How insecure? Which entails that you previously slept around. It clams, and potentially, because of my size, my penis could get stuck. Yeah, I don't think that's true. That's an inhuman level of tightness, okay? We're talking about cracking the sidewalk type of tight to get your junk stuck in there. Jesus, dude. Chastity is a must. For her or you? Because I'm pretty sure you're thinking that's only a one-way street, and I don't know if that's gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. The truth is that if she's like super tight, that means she ain't properly ready to roll. You know what I'm saying? You gotta foreplay a little bit more. You gotta turn her on. You gotta put some juice on it. You gotta do some more than what you're doing, which basically all this dude is doing is showing up and being like, okay, I'm getting on top now. She's like, oh God. As long as it's fast, I guess, whatever. This is some of that good old bad women's anatomy, you know what I mean? Really, all that's just muscles. If it's tight, you know, she's working on her Kegels, stuff like that. You really think a surgery is gonna change up like the pelvic floor to the point that your pencil dick's gonna get stuck in there? Get real, Rufus. Anybody that's gonna get on the internet and talk about their size probably isn't as well equipped as they would like to have you believe, all right? This dude a whole ass mess. I probably would like to go dig through his Twitter and see what's going on, but we'll save that for another day, I do suppose. For now, I think I said all I had to say. Maybe we'll get into some more bad women's anatomy because I think I have some more posts similar to this one. So let me dig for those real quick and we'll hop into it. Oh, this is far worse. You thought Rufus was bad? You just wait. You just wait.
The pressure was built up in her uterus, and she knew her period had arrived. Looking around class, everyone was focused on their work, and Mr. Johnson was flipping through his newspaper. She raised her hand and he looked up.
I need to use the restroom.
Mr. Johnson squinted. Hold it! She slunk back in her seat and clenched her pelvic muscles to stop the flow of her crimson shame. Oh God. This is horrible.
I don't think this is how any of this works.
10 minutes passed, however, and the pressure was mounting. She did a good job holding it for the time, but it was becoming a desperate situation. She raised her hand again, and Mr. Johnson misogynistically sighed.
How do you sigh misogynistically?
What?
I really need to go to the bathroom.
Fine, but you get an F for female.
This has to be parody, dude. Nobody is this stupid. Nobody's this weird. Porny fanfic directly from his mother's basement. There's just a kernel of truth just extrapolated to the point that it's ludicrous.
She frowned, but she had no choice. She made a mad dash to the bathroom, breaking her heels along the way, which flattened her shoes enough to gain more speed. As she ran towards the bathroom, her heaving, ample breasts, filled with milk, bounced and sloshed back and forth in her bra. Oh, God.
Please take me away, Lord. I've had enough. That's about it. How did her breasts become filled with milk? Is that just a thing that happens? It only happens when she runs.
Thankfully, she made it in time before the woob made a bloody explosion.
No, none of this is correct. What is the point of writing this? Is it supposed to be tongue-in-cheek? If so, like, what's the point? I guess for the lulz. I don't know what's happening. Please make it stop.
She inspected her panties in the stall and sighed in relief. Thank you, Kegels.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't think that this is what Kegels is used for, right? He even spelled it wrong. Probably not on purpose. God damn. I don't know if I can finish. We're almost there. I can finish. It's fine.
She pushed and peed the blood hard into the toilet.
Peed the blood hard into the toilet. What?
Making it look like a murder scene all over the porcelain walls.
Does she have a UTI or? I got a lot of questions about what's going on here.
Now to plug herself up.
Oh God, my spine is powder. I can't do it anymore.
She pulled a tampon from her purse and opened the packet. Perspiration beaded on her forehead as she examined the phallic shape.
Oh my God, dude. You realize that's just the applicator, the actual never mind. I'm not gonna explain this.
As she pushed it inside, she let out a gasp, and then a moan. Oh, Mr. Johnson would never know the wonders of being a woman.
What? Oh, what? Excuse me, everyone. I need to go curl up in the shower and try and scrub this out of my brain. No matter how hot the water gets, no matter how much soap I use, I just can't get it out. At least we're suffering together, right? Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy. 623 laughing emojis, 417 comments. God, what I wouldn't give to go take a look around that comment section. This is the worst. I hate it. I think it's supposed to be ironic, sarcastic, but I can't discern the reason. Why would you write something like this? What are you doing out here? Oh, is this supposed to like be a message to Mr. Johnson in some way or shape or form? I'm just so lost, man. I don't think I really want to expend the brain power to figure out what exactly the hell is supposed to be going on here. It's a cringe post. It is a non-diluted, highly concentrated cringe post, and it worked. It worked on me real good. I hate it. None of this is how women work. I assume that poor woman has a UTI. The dude has never seen a tampon, doesn't know how it works. Jesus, I just want to walk around the comments section for like 5 seconds. Please, but I'm scared to look this up on Facebook. I don't know from whence it came, but let's send it back to the depths of hell right now. It's over. It's over. We gotta go. That's enough of this. This madness. Hi. Hello? Stop texting me.
You shut up, woman! You're probably texting some rude guy with an IQ of 6. Stop texting me!
I mean, she's texting you to tell you to stop texting her, so technically she is texting somebody with an IQ of 6, right? Is all that tracking?
You're just mad because I'd actually treat you right. You lost your chance. Crying, laughing emojis.
But he wasn't actually laughing, was he? He's just so salty that she let him know point blank, hey, I don't appreciate whatever the hell this is supposed to be.
How dare you?
Honestly, you should be appreciative that somebody's telling you like it is. They didn't lead you on and be like, oh, how's your day? Yeah, totally, it's great. She's just like, no, I don't want to talk to you. Full stop. She's doing you a favor, honestly. Try not to waste any of our time. And you should say thank you. Next time, just be like, okay, sorry about that. And then maybe she'd want to talk to you after you took it with some grace. But now she knows that she did the right thing. She's like, yeah, that dude had a meltdown afterwards. I ain't having none of that. The biggest mystery to me is how he thought that this was going to work. He pulled the mask off. He's like, I'm a great guy, you bitch. And she's like, oh, thank God. I really dodged the cannonball there. Not even a bullet, full-fledged cannonball. He's not quite destructive enough to be a nuke. Not yet. But he's working on it. Don't you worry. It's ridiculous. Go ahead. Tell me that you can't handle rejection without outright telling me that you can't handle rejection. Got a lot of growing up to do, bro. He got the response, just wasn't the response that he wanted. So why not have a full-blown meltdown right there in the DMs? And thankfully, this cringe was shared for all of us to enjoy. So partake of it and let us all give thanks. I think the cringiest part probably is that all of the timestamps are like a minute apart. This exchange took place like lightning fast. And I guess that wasn't fast enough for him. He got places to be. Well, so do I, stupid. So see you later.
Females of Reddit. What's the sexiest thing a plus-sized gamer gentleman has told you that has made you want to immediately have sex with him and be his girlfriend?
On r/askreddit.
Oh, God.
Very subtle, user Cacti Bob. I want to find this thread. I want to see just how off the rails it went in only 59 comments. This is absolute madness. Let's go ahead and look up user Cacti Bob. This user has been deleted. Yeah, Yeah, that makes good sense. God, I love it. That is just the cherry on top, isn't it? This dude's really out here like trying to get some tips or something like that. It's not gonna work. No tip in the world is gonna make this happen for you, especially as long as you're referring to yourself as a plus-sized gamer gentleman. God, that hurts. That hurts, man. Honestly, I probably should do some Ask Reddit. There's some interesting threads in there. Like this one. I don't know, man. Illusion 100. Speechcraft 100. Sneak 100. You got everybody fooled, Cacti Bob. Great job. And all that after referring to women as females of Reddit. Yeah. He probably deleted this because he got a girlfriend. He's like, I guess I don't need my Reddit account anymore. That's what happened. That's the positive spin that we need. That's what I'm gonna go with. So good job, Cacti Bob. Great job to all the users of Reddit for helping him out. Jesus. Somebody save me. I need saving, just like you guys saved Cacti Bob from a lifetime of loneliness. This hurts, man. This hurts real deep. I gotta go. That's it. I got nothing else to say. Richard, 37. Oh, 37 years old and single. Gosh, I wonder why. I'm looking for a traditional woman. Close to this definition, but exact. Close to this definition, but exact. What? Bro can't even form a proper sentence. What you doing out here, dude? I'm an alpha male type. I'm sure you are. Yeah, Richard. What's his last name? Head? Cheese? I have my career and my own company. I have my own place, vehicles, and success. Yeah, but still you're single. Isn't that so weird? I wonder what is missing from the equation. Like, you know, a fucking personality. I need a woman to complement my life and achievements. I would like a kind, loving woman, as well as submissive and compliant. Not in a bad way. God, dude. Yeah, I want a woman who doesn't form her own troublesome opinions. Are you kidding me, bro? See, if we translate that a little bit, what he's really looking for is a dog. A dog that can clean up after him. I'm telling you, there is a reason that he's approaching 40 and still hasn't found anybody. Own my own company. He's like, yeah, have you guys ever heard of Lululemon? Do you know about doTERRA? Would you like to join my reverse funnel system? It's a pyramid scheme, isn't it? He's just out here doing him, you know, being a boss bitch, whatever. I need someone that will trust me and allow me to lead, and they will follow. I'm always honest, whether it hurts your feelings or not. All right, well, honestly, why do you spell weather incorrectly? Why are you using the wrong weather? Through rain or shine, I'm going to hurt your feelings. I have no tact, is what that means. Honestly, I would like to know more about you, Richard. Like, for example, how did you think that you were gonna go find a trad woman on Tinder, of all places? Like, you can't just go out and meet somebody at, like, a normal place, grocery store, Barnes & Noble, the places that people go, you know, for a seemingly normal relationship. He just wants people to be impressed by these things that he supposedly has. He's got no personality outside of defining himself as an alpha male, which that right there, nah, deal breaker. If you're an alpha, you don't really have to go around telling people that you're an alpha. As a matter of fact, that seems just the slightest bit sus. I'm just looking for a chick out there who knows how to read her Bible and doesn't question me on nothing. Like, well, what if you're objectively wrong? I said don't question me on nothing. I think it's good to have a partner with, you know, her own brain. Somebody who can call you out on your bullshit, stuff like that. But apparently Richard, nah, he ain't having it. He's too good for all of that. And that's why he's probably going to be single for a very, very long time to come. I really like how the photos crop too, to just show off like his gigantic neck beard. The only good thing I can really say about Richard is at least he wears his safety belt. Good job on you, Richard. You see, my wife lets me be the head of the household. I get to wear the pants when we're out and about. Everybody's like, oh, look, you're in charge. Then we get home, she's in charge, okay? I give her the pants because honestly, I'm not that capable of wearing them. Okay, she does a whole lot better with heading the household, and that's absolutely fine. I'm essentially just a giant man-child. I want to buy a bunch of video games and bullshit. I'm like, I want to buy an electric guitar. She's like, we have to pay the power bill. You know what I mean? It's okay to let wifey take the lead. Really, what you're saying when you say traditional woman is biblically and archaically subordinate to her husband, right? Essentially what you're looking for is just a love doll, a real doll that is breedable, that can have your little neckbeard babies. And I ain't having it. It's not a bad thing to be conservative, traditional. I think I am rather so. But there's a certain way that it's okay to do that. And the way that you're doing it, I don't know, man. It just seems pretty toxic to me. You want a woman that will allow you to lead and they will follow? No, woman is not supposed to be behind. Woman is not supposed to be in front. Woman is supposed to be on your side. Now I'm talking like a caveman. Woman, I keep woman at side. I don't drag her around by her hair. She could drag me around by my hair, but, you know, I'm kind of into that, so... I don't know. This seems like a whole ass mess. Probably somebody will go on a date with him from Tinder and they'll realize that, it ain't all it's cracked up to be. I gotta get the hell out of here. How can you possibly take pride in being an alpha when you're too cowardly to perceive anybody around you as an equal? You know what I mean? Just a little bit of food for thought, Richard. Good luck with your life and that. Now I gotta go. Hey, everybody, check it out. It's a tweet from Belle Delphine. Yeah, we haven't heard from her in a little bit, right? She took the mask off. She's like, actually, it's just the character I play. And everybody's like, oh, whatever. Lost interest 100%. But to be honest, she made her millions already. I wouldn't want to keep playing that character anyways. I'll be like, all right, I'm out. Deuces, losers. But she tweeted and said, not to sound too slutty, but I'd play with your hair and listen to your problems. Oh, forsooth! That is far too much, Miss Delphine. Ooh. She's also going to show some ankle. Oh! Ooh! Handholders indeed. My problem is you won't show us your feet. Oh, God. Now, see, we had Richard, the Giga Alpha, and now we've got the Simp Lord Omega rolling into Belle Delphine's tweets. And none of these is a good look, all right? Call me a fence sitter if you must. I don't know about any of this. I can't. I just can't. Every single time you tweet, I beg and beg and beg for you to show us your feet. But you just ignore me. I wish you would just notice me. I also sometimes recommend future products that you could sell, like the life-sized realistic sex doll. Oh, God. I don't think she's actually looking for your input here. Free feet pics in this economy. Life-sized realistic sex dolls in this economy. But you never notice. I think if you validated this guy even once, if you liked his tweet even once, he would find out where you live. He would fly to your house. It is a very good idea to just let this guy seethe. It really hurts me. I often cry myself to sleep, knowing that I mean nothing to you. Oh, come on, don't say that. You're worth at least $30 a month. Got him!
Got him!
But if you just noticed me once, you'd realize that I'm really a nice guy. One of the good ones. I can make you happy. I tell good jokes. I have a wonderful job. I can cook inedible meals.
Do you think he meant to say incredible? Or does he literally mean inedible? I don't know what's going on here. Doesn't Belle Delphine like have a boyfriend? Didn't she do like porno videos with her boyfriend? And this dude's still out here like, just notice me, please. I could make you so happy. It's like, dude, I want an equal, not somebody who's gonna let themselves be used as a dish rag. Like I said, this is completely the inverse of the previous post.
I'm very clean. I'm very organized. I will give you my undecided attention.
Undecided. This guy's Freudian slipping all over the place. Freud left all these banana peels out.
I can burn Hot Pockets for you, babe. I'll never leave you alone even for a second, babe.
Please kill me now. You're not convincing me, okay?
You will be the only thing that I will ever think about.
That sounds horrible. That sounds terrible. Get a personality outside of your partner, okay? Please, for God's sake.
I love you, Belle. I just wish that you would love me back.
Stop wasting your time, money, energy. Like you could throw money at her if you just like to see her tits, because that's a monetary exchange. If you find value in that, then you go right ahead. But throwing money at her in hopes of it being something more, it's never gonna happen. It's never going to happen. Belle Delphine literally does everything for the views and the clout and the money that comes from all that. She has gone on record saying how she started out to be all ironic and make a point about how freaking ridiculous this whole simp culture thing is, and she would intentionally do anything which was weird as hell and controversial just to be like a troll, but somehow you haven't gotten that far. You don't see it for what it is, and you're like, if I just give her enough money, maybe she'll like one of my tweets. It's a horrible look. I feel bad for this dude, but at the end of the day, like, how bad can you feel for somebody who keeps slapping themselves in the fucking mouth, right? I don't know, maybe this guy's into like the financial domination thing or something like that, but it's just really weird. It's completely outside of my frame of reference. Belle Delphine seems to enjoy it, you know? She hasn't disappeared from the internet. So yeah, just keep making it rain, and I'm sure she'll keep taking your money and ignoring you. It's such a weird, it's like my favorite ship dynamic, right? Yeah, this is my ship dynamic. A pay pig and the woman who ignores him. It's so out there, man. This timeline is great. Also really weird, but a lot of fun too. All right, let's head on to the next. Look at this, bro. Posted it in UC Irvine class of 2020 Facebook group. Yeah, you probably don't want to do that. Just let everybody in the group know what a weirdo you are.
Shout out to that plain-looking white girl I saw making out with an Asian boy near Student Center yesterday.
He makes sure to call her plain looking. Like, this is probably a chick that he's had a crush on, and he saw her kissing an Asian boy, and his heart just broke. He's like, oh my God, how could this happen? Let people date who they want to date, bro. Why is this a problem?
Nobody thinks you're cool or edgy.
What? Really? That's the leap in logic that you made? Is she's only making out with him in order to be cool or edgy? It's not possible that she just maybe likes that dude. That's like so inconceivable to you.
Inconceivable!
Plus, you seem to be way overdoing it. Like you were putting on a performance.
Like, that's how you view it. But obviously she's having a good time. I guess they were just making out so awesome that it deserved being shouted out in this Facebook group.
No girl I ever kissed has been into it like that, so it must have just been a show.
Maybe you suck at kissing, bro. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
We just know none of the white guys wanted you now, so now you have to settle for a little Asian boy.
Oh, he's hurt. He is so hurt. He's fucking attacking every race out there. If you're so insecure that you won't, like, kiss a white girl because she dated outside of her race before she dated you, like, what's wrong with you? That's all I really got to say. That is something deeply wrong within yourself. You ain't out here speaking for all white guys. I'm gonna let you know that right now. You ain't out here speaking for all gray-skinned, no-eyed alien people either. So, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
And to the little Asian boy, you probably had to strive for so long to get a white woman to notice you.
Jesus, he is so hurt. Have you ever seen somebody this jelly? I don't think you're ready for this jelly. Christ.
And the girl you're making out with isn't even that hot. She looks like a feminist harpy with badly colored hair.
Oh my God, dude. You're just coping so hard right now. Take a deep, deep breath of that copium, my dude. Everything's gonna feel better in the morning. Make sure you post up your racist views on Facebook too, so everybody can see how not jealous you are. Totally for reals. This is horrible. I hate it, dude. It's also hilarious, but like for somebody to put themselves on blast so hard over nothing. I'm at a loss.
Meanwhile, your Asian girls are famous for being white man worshippers.
What the hell? So that's a point of pride for you. You could have the Asian women, but Asian men can't have white women, right? He's so stupid. What is the point you're trying to make? Please get to the point that you're trying to make, because I think I'm dying inside right now.
All the dating app data shows it.
Oh yeah, he's perused the data, you guys. Definitely believe it, because yeah, he said it.
All the interracial marriage statistics show it.
Are we going into statistics and shit? I don't know what point you're trying to get at. What are you trying to accomplish here? Can you just sum up your views in the first sentence so I don't actually have to read the whole thing?
Ugh. Right now, make a Tinder profile with an average white guy or an average Asian boy and see who gets more matches from Asian girls. The results will shock you, winky face.
Yeah, he's clickbaiting this shit. You won't believe your eyes.
So yeah, keep making out with that white woman. We all know that it won't fucking last.
What?
What?
Bro,
What?
I think the data out there almost shows empirically that nobody wants this guy in particular. It has nothing to do with the race of himself or women out there. It's the fact that his personality is disgusting. And somebody replies to the post saying, what's the goal that you're trying to achieve by making this post? And that is 100% my feeling on the matter. I don't understand the point except for showcasing what a little person you are. How jealous that you saw an Asian guy making out with one of your white girls. Like, white girls don't even want you, bro. If it was so easy for you to pick up Asian chicks, don't you think you would be involved with an Asian chick to the point that you wouldn't even notice somebody else making out near the student center? But instead you're seething, you gotta make a post on Facebook, and you're really not helping your case, man. This is one of the worst things that you could possibly do for yourself. Now everybody in the class of 2020 recognizes you as that like racist weirdo who is obsessed with an Asian guy making out with a white girl. Probably what it really is he wants to date that Asian dude, but the white girl got there first. He's got a crush on somebody in this scenario. Nobody just comes out of the gate and starts making a post like this. Especially publicly, in a group full of people that you go to college with. Oh God, dude, I can't sign off on any of this. You have just shot yourself, not even in the foot, you shot yourself right in the face. You're gonna be a pariah for the rest of college. I guess it's class of 2020. You don't have to interact with these people anymore, but you burned a bunch of bridges that you didn't have to burn. I don't know, man.
Why he get smooch smooch? Me want smooch smooch.
Yeah, I know. Just do better. Maybe you'll find it, but pulling your whole ass out right in the middle of the internet like this, it's not the way to go about it, my dude. You got a lot of stuff to figure out about yourself. And he's relatively young, I guess. Just out of college, whatever. But time's running out, okay? You are past the grace period as far as I'm concerned. And I really do hope that you get it figured out. I don't know how high my hopes are because you seem really deep into your statistics or whatever, but maybe, hope beyond hope. That's what we do around here. All the dating statistics says he has 0 bitches. Nor will he ever on an infinite timeline. All right, we'll do one more post and then I'm gonna get out of here for the day. This is a beefy ass episode, man. But I got no regrets. I mean, I have a few. Mostly about the exploding uterus full of blood or something like that. I can't scrub it out of my mind. I'm ruined. Let's continue on.
Won't be on Facebook or social media for a few days, guys. As I'm having legal troubles. I'd like to settle the case here to calm the rumors down a little bit.
Okay, first of all, if you're having legal troubles, never talk about it publicly. That should have been like the first thing that your lawyer told you, okay? Keep a fucking lid on it. But not this dude. He going out here making a whole social media post that the prosecution will definitely use to nail his ass to the wall. Terrible. It's terrible already.
Yeah, I did try to break into a girl's house.
Oh, God. He going to jail.
I'm going to jail!
Which sounds bad when you put it in those terms, but I was just trying to sneak in flowers to surprise her.
I don't think the reason matters very much, does it? This is breaking and entering.
But I didn't take anything. I only left things.
We don't care. Here's your 6x6 cell. Meet your roommate. God damn.
I used a homemade mechanism for a key and set off an alarm in the house, which alerted the police. I'm now in trouble with the parents and the PD, but I'm working on getting it sorted.
Yeah, you definitely seem like you have the mental faculties to get this sorted all by yourself. Definitely don't talk to a lawyer. Represent yourself in court. This is an open and shut case as far as I'm concerned. Just plead guilty. Throw yourself on the mercy of the court, okay? There's no way you're gonna get it sorted. You're definitely doing some time.
I just want everyone to know that I meant no harm. And in my personal opinion, what I was trying to do was heartfelt and sincere. People didn't see it that way, unfortunately.
Did you think that they would? Oh my God, dude. I don't understand how he thinks he can defend himself. He's like, yeah, it was just heartfelt, okay? I'm in love. You guys never been in love. It's like, well, I've been in love, but I ain't never broken into no bitch's house before. Maybe go outside with a boombox on the lawn. Throw rocks at the window. Like, that's about as much as you could get away with, right?
I just hope me and that girl can be friends after all this.
Nope. Restraining order.
And hopefully grow close to something more. I hope you guys don't think I'm weird or anything.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit.
I'm just trying to show there's still some good guys in this world.
God, dude. By breaking into her house. Yeah, only the best guys do that. You don't know my commitment. I broke into her house with a knife, but I had the best intentions. Oh, well, I don't see anything wrong with that. Not guilty. I guarantee this dude got taken down. This Facebook post alone in court is enough to sink whatever defense he might have had. Yeah, the next post is gonna be like, oh, that bitch, I can't believe she called the cops and got me arrested for breaking into her house. Can't she see? And I love the comments too. Seriously, delete this. You are in enough shit as it is. That's the first rule. Never talk about an open case. And he responds saying,
why should I delete this? Am I not allowed to defend myself when I've not even done half the things people are saying I've done? It's so annoying.
He's gonna get nailed to the wall, dude. This is gonna be super sad. The reason that this is like an old format kind of Facebook post, it's probably been going around on the internet for a while, and I guarantee this dude is still in jail. He did himself no favors with this. The dude responds and says, you can defend yourself all you want, but you still did a really shitty thing and now you're trying to play the victim. Posting this on Facebook isn't gonna help anything, Wayne. Oh, his name is Wayne! Oh yeah. Simping so hard, crying so much, people think that it's waning outside. And then I guess one of that girl's friends responds and says, you're kidding me. You fucking broke into her house using a screwdriver. You absolute psycho. And you think that's being a nice person? It is creepy and insane. You deserve everything you get, you idiot. Middle finger emoji. Oh my God. He got way over the line with this one. I'll tell you that much right now. I guarantee you, the moment he stepped into court, they're like, slap some handcuffs on him. I've seen the screenshots. There's no way he got away with this. And it is absolutely insane for him to assume that even for a minute, that this did anything to help his case. The second the cops show up, you have the right to remain silent. Yeah, I would advise you making use of that right. Being assigned a lawyer. The lawyer's gonna have a lot easier time if you make use of that right, okay? I'm not trying to help out people who break into people's houses, but Wayne, come on, dude. This is like the dumbest move that you could have made. Well, not the dumbest, obviously. The dumbest one was breaking into a girl's house so you could leave her fucking flower. Like, why not just leave it on the porch? Why not put a note or something in the door? And I don't get it, man. You know he broke in there to sniff some panties or something like that. Ugh, I hate it. You going to Wayne for a long time. I gotta stop with this. I gotta stop. This is the outro. Everything hard stop.
I just recently started coming to this location for the cute goth girl who works here. Turns out she's a total B-word. Ah!
You didn't go there for the items that you're selling. Really, that should be your main motivation for going to basically any type of store. I'm gonna go ahead and presume this is a hot topic and a Yelp review that nobody's paying attention to. From 2019. I don't know if Hot Topic's still a thing in 2019. Probably it is. It's owned by The Gap. Did you know that? They're not gonna let that fall apart. You gotta get the edgy kids buying all your crap.
She ignored me for an hour, even though I was standing by the register the entire time.
Yeah, she's just hoping that you'll leave. What do you have to check out? Just get it and go, please.
She blew off every attempt to try and get to know about her, to possibly ask if she'd like to be taken out on a date. Ugh.
I mean, if you're gonna shoot your shot, really, just shoot it. Don't stand by the register for an hour waiting for the opportune moment. Just be like, hey, when do you get off work? I'd like to kick it with you sometime. You want to come smoke a bowl in my car? And she'll be like, yeah, cool. Or no, you're creepy. And then you're like, all right, see you later. That's the time efficiency route. You could also like actually buy things, establish a rapport with her, but lurking around like a creep? Come on, man. Like she's gonna ask you to take her out on a date. It's never gonna happen.
Ugh, I ended up having to buy something I didn't even want to get her to get her to even have a conversation with me. And then I felt like I was being rushed out the door.
Wow, it's almost like she had a job to do.
She needs to work on being more attentive to people who are just trying to be nice to her and not just giving all the attention to people buying something right then and there.
Sir, do you realize how this sort of establishment works, okay? The only way that this place of business can function is if we are moving merchandise. If you're not here to buy something, I would rather you not be in the store at all. How can you just think this hard that you are the main character? Everybody else seems to have gotten the message. Everybody else is buying their things and leaving. And you standing there by the register for an hour because she's too much of a professional to tell you to leave. Well, I'm gonna tell you to leave. This is not a good look. 1-star review. I wish I could 1-star your entire life, sir. Doesn't seem like it's worth carrying on, sir. No bye, goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Just pack it in. You're done, kid. I hope you'll get it figured out eventually that customer service people aren't there for you to talk to. They don't have to be nice to you beyond like the basic, oh, here's your total. Now get out. Stop thinking that you are entitled to anyone's time or attention just because of the job that they're working at. God. And somebody voted that this was funny on Yelp, but yeah, it's not funny for the right reasons. Makes me mad, if anything. Definitely not cool. That's the last button that I'd hit. You should blow that button up on this post, because this is the uncoolest thing I've ever seen. Ugh. How about some r/true off my chest? You really do get some good confessions in here. I mean, juicy. Not like good, like enjoyable, but definitely juicy.
I'm a fat guy looking for pretty girls.
I mean, he knows his demographic, I guess.
I'm basically a 20 years old, overweight guy looking to impress hot girls.
Okay. With the overweight thing? Sumo wrestling's pretty big in Japan. You can maybe go make a name for yourself.
I'm disgusting and ugly, and I don't look good. I'm going to the gym 4 days a week and trying to improve my body.
Okay, well, that's a good thing. I'm proud of you for going to the gym. I'm proud of you for taking steps to not be a big boy like this, if that's not what you want to be. But probably one of the things that could help you out on this journey is not introducing yourself immediately as that. Hey, everybody, I'm a fat guy. Because that becomes sort of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, and maybe you'll lose motivation to go to the gym, be like, oh, whatever, I'm fat anyways, right? Just refer to yourself as a normal person. Even then, just going to the gym, I don't think any hot girls are going to be impressed by that. What's in your bank account? Let's go ahead and address that right now. I'm working a minimum wage job. Oh, that... yeah, that sorts that, I guess. And I also have a debt which my father took. I can't afford a car. I've been trying to get girls since I was young, but all I got is rejection. You need to play to your strengths a little bit more. You're a big dude, you don't have any money. Are you funny at all? Is any of this post funny in like the purposeful sort of way? Something tells me that it's not. You can totally get away with all of this. Be the brokest, fattest dude in the world as long as you got a personality that shines. I can't afford fashionable clothes or shoes, hairstyle, tattoo, any car, etc. That's not what most chicks are looking for. I mean, you have certain gold diggers who will be like, oh, look, he spent $300 on an Armani shirt. But most chicks, normal chicks, the chicks that you're probably trying to get with, they just want you to have a personality. It's so basic. You're trying to fill the void with all this material stuff and you're just doing it wrong, bro. I've never had a girlfriend or a female friend. I'm frustrated at this moment because I still can't get any girls at this age. At 28, I don't think that you should feel that bad. I know some 28-year-olds, they're still rocking the V card. They don't let it get them down, you know? But you have based your entire personality around, I'm only worth something if I have a girl. And that's not the way to look at it. Nobody's gonna be interested in an equation like that, okay? You need to work on yourself. You need to have something to offer aside from allowing this other human being to complete you. You should already be a complete person while you're looking for another human being. I don't know necessarily what it is that will make your little light shine, but you need to find it, you know? And once you start doing stuff, putting yourself out there, creating, you will come alive and people will see that. I truly believe that that is within you, OP. It's within everybody. It's just a matter of cultivating it. Also, please do not tell me to date a fat girl. Because if I do that, my friends and neighbors and family would think I'm a loser. And that's what I deserve, and I'll become a topic for everyone else to laugh at. I mean, do they not already think you're a loser? At least a little bit. You kind of got those vibes. Not to come at you when you're obviously in a down place. But I don't understand how you can look down your nose at girls that are essentially what you are and just write them off because of how they look. Somehow you think pretty girls are going to be attracted to the empty, slovenly mess that you are, but no, I don't want those girls over there because they're overweight, like I am. Do you see the disconnect here? Just an extreme lack of self-awareness. Good God. Ugly on the inside, ugly on the outside. I really don't think that I can help you. I'll still try, but this one's up to you, Pally. TLDR, all my friends and classmates are now married to super hot girls without even going to the gym. And some of them even have kids. I'm way too behind than them. They do not invite me anymore because I still don't have a wife or a girlfriend and also no car. You can't really compare yourself to somebody else's timeline, but do notice how these dudes are similar to you in many ways regarding their physical appearance, but there must be something else. Some secret sauce that has attracted these beautiful, super hot girls to them, right? Yeah, it's called a personality. Please, cultivate that. I guarantee the fact that you don't have a wife or a girlfriend or a car is not the reason that they're not inviting you. The reason they're not inviting you is because you are a bummer, bro. I'm depressed just sitting here reading this. Jesus. No attractive girls like me. Oh, I thought we hit the TLDR already, but he's still going. Just disregard all that.
I tried to approach one pretty girl in my neighborhood, but she refused to even talk to me. I tried to approach one girl in my workspace, but it seems she just wants to avoid me, no matter how nice I'm being.
Nice, yeah, that's it. The bare basic minimum for human interaction. You need to offer something besides nice, dude.
I tried to talk with girls at nightclubs, but I realized that they ignored me. They were literally laughing at me and making fun of me.
Truth is, you're probably not gonna meet wifey in a nightclub, okay? Bars and nightclubs, they're good for a certain type of meeting, but I don't know, I probably wouldn't go looking for my future wife in there. I'm just saying. And then on top of that, the fact that they made fun of you, you don't want to be with them girls anyways.
I have never had any girlfriend. I never get matched with slim and pretty girls on dating apps. Can you guys help me?
Bruh. This might be beyond my powers.
Do you guys have any tips or suggestions about how I can improve?
See everything that I said, and then apply it. Don't get all butthurt. Learn to take that criticism on board and change for the better. That's the only way you're gonna get out of this hole, okay?
Going to the gym is not changing a single thing. I'm also taking testosterone tablets to look masculine, and they are helping.
Oh, God. Do those not shrink your wing dang doodle or something? I probably wouldn't recommend that, bro. If you're trying to build muscle mass, do it the old-fashioned way, alright? And then throwing testosterone tablets in on top of the fact that he admits he's frustrated physically. Yeah, this not gonna end well.
It's bad soup, Chief. Bad soup. I've never talked with girls in my life, except in class for necessary stuff. I feel very jealous when I see a girl and a guy are happy together, and that I still can't get a single girl at this age.
Answer me this, why do you feel entitled to women? Do you think that jealousy is helping? I guess if it motivates you to a higher standard of performance, I could sign off on it on some level. But even going to the gym, you're half-assing it. You're like, oh, I'm going to the gym and also taking testosterone tablets. What are you doing, bro? In this post, you say you've talked to a total of like 5 women total. You haven't even really tried. And if you have tried, then I guarantee that it's not the physical appearance that's holding you back. The personality here is just horrible. I hate it.
Most people also ask me to improve my personality.
Yeah. Check that box.
But I'd still say that I'm being so nice and friendly to girls and treat them with respect. I've never disrespected any girl in my life.
Yeah, he respect woman. That's the bare minimum, bro. You need to respect other humans that you exist alongside. But just because you treat people like people doesn't entitle you to anything.
Everyone is saying I don't deserve a pretty girl because this is how it works, and it disheartened me a lot.
Was that the TLDR? The 3 paragraphs that was longer than the initial 3 paragraphs? I have no idea what's going on. The best that I can suggest is that you book an appointment with a therapist. Start talking to them instead of Reddit, because Reddit's advice, it's pretty easy to brush off. They're telling you the problem to your face, like your personality is lacking. And he's like, whatever, I respect the whammons. Alright, cool, man, just... Obviously it's not working. Obviously something needs to change. Friends around you that look similar to you are able to net these super hot girls that you're chasing. You can do it, but you need to make some changes in your own life. Stop scraping the bottom of the barrel for any pity points down there and just stand up. Be a man. Take responsibility for your actions. That's what women's are into. So I heard. Anyways, this is making me depressed. Like I said, we gotta move on to the next one.
What's the youngest that a 28-year-old should date?
18, 19 to 21, 22 to 24, 24 plus, or unsure. God, this has a lot of votes too. I'm curious to see the results. Personally, these age ranges, super small. 18, that's 1 year. What are the odds I'm gonna find somebody in that range? Nah. 19 to 21, 22 to 24, both of those small ranges. Nah. I'm gonna go 24 plus, just because that gives you the widest range possible. And yeah, you'll probably connect on a few more things. I think a 28-year-old and an 18-year-old, it's probably not gonna work out. At that point, most people are looking for very different things in their life. 28-year-olds like, hey, let's have a baby. 18-year-olds like, hey, let's go get drunk. It's not gonna be a good look. I'll go, if anything. But let's see what the neckbeards had to say. Oh, this is actually not a neckbeard. Thank God for that. Hey, I'm 22, and I can't even imagine dating someone freshly out of high school, let alone at 28. Just because it's legal doesn't mean that it isn't uncomfortable. And this dude nailed it down, but he's got 113 replies telling him that he's wrong. So let's pick the choicest one.
Hey, bro, that's the best time to date girls, is when they're young. Why would I want to date a girl who's 30 plus and has been ran through by multiple men and carries the baggage with her that's not even worth dealing with?
Because I think dating a grown woman who knows what she wants is preferable to dating a literal child out of high school. But like I said, that's just me. I don't really know what to tell you, man. Yeah, explain to me. I think the burden of proof is on you, Neckbeard. Explain to me why you would want a relationship with someone who has emotional maturity, right? Talking about a partner with experience like it's such a bad thing. I don't think even the 18-year-old girls would give this guy the time of day. They might be young, a little bit naive, but anybody can smell the desperation, the weirdness coming off this guy. Of course, I will give it, a wide berth, mostly because it's in a YouTube comments for like a poll or whatever. Who actually cares? This kid's probably 12, logged off of Roblox just to talk crap about 30-year-old women when really his mom is out there 30 years old. And if I wasn't married, maybe I'd call her up, give her a kid that she could actually learn to love. All right. Oh, that's mean. Yeah, we'll leave it in. It's fine. Let's move on. I ain't got a whole lot to say about this one. Date who you want to date, preferably not children. Okay, bye.
Am I the only one who hates the smell of cigarette smoke?
3 months out, honestly, I'm starting to hate it too. It used to hit me and I used to be like, oh snap, I want some of that. But these days it's like, oh yeah, that's pretty stinky, isn't it? But then Edgelord gets over here in the Facebook comments. I don't know what's worse, YouTube comments or Facebook comments. I guess it's Facebook comments, actually. That question sort of answers itself. Go wander around for a few minutes.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm still 17 and I smoke, though. Do you know why?
No, tell me why.
Because smokes don't lie to you like humans.
First of all, yes, they do. We're gonna get to this.
Smokes don't stab you in the back. Smokes don't break your heart as many people did to me. The true loyalty comes for a smoke because she burns for you and you die for her. Peace.
Yeah, that's sign off. Peace. Amazing. Perfect.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, bro.
Hang loose sign, bro. Oh wait, that's like the 3-finger I love you devil horns thing. Smokes don't stab you in the back, they stab you in the lungs. Smokes don't break your heart, but they very well might cause a heart attack. Smokes don't lie to you, also patently false. You have a series of deceptions about smoking. Does this smoke actually make me relieve any stress? I mean, yes, it does. It alleviates the overall net stress, but only because you're taking care of the extra stress that was caused by the nicotine in the first place. It is absolutely ridiculous. A self-defeating mindset. If you want to smoke, I'm not gonna come at you for it. I could care less. Your body, your choice, stuff like that. But let's not pretend that it's poetic or something that it isn't, okay? It's a stinky burning stick that you put in your mouth because you think it makes you look cool. You might be smoking at 17 and think it's totally awesome, but by the time you hit 30, you're gonna feel it, man. You're gonna feel it and you're gonna hate it. I look back to when I was 18, I wish I never started. I have no idea why I thought it was such a cool thing. But now we can only start from where we're at, and I'm doing my best to try and wind it back. Not quite sure why this is a neckbeard thing. I guess it is like a little bit edgelord or something like that. My edgelords and my bladies. There you go. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Or don't! Yeah, that's a good sign off. Cool.
Oh, when you eventually hook up with enough women, you realize that the only way to treat them is like the way you would treat your 5-year-old niece.
Oh no. Don't say that. This could go a really bad way. Wind it back!
You like your niece, but if she throws a temper tantrum and calls you stupid, you're just gonna chuckle and walk away. Then eventually she'll walk up to you and say, "Hey, you wanna see my new doll?"
Really, I think the 5-year-old niece is the only woman, girl, that this person has ever interacted with. I'm horrified. Thank God it didn't go the way that I expected it to go, but I'm still shocked and horrified, somehow.
A woman laughing at you means utterly nothing. They talk crap about their best friends. Call the guy who won't date her but will call her at 4 a.m. for a call an a-hole. They're ridiculous creatures, truly. And it boggles my mind how any self-respecting man allows himself to let himself get caught up in their nonsense.
Very, very creepy vibes in this one. I don't understand where you're coming from with all that. Posted in r/seduction. Yeah, good luck. This dude, I just want to ask you, who hurt you, you know? Maybe he did give a girl the brush off at one point, but I guarantee you she left. And then he goes on to r/seduction to perpetuate his failure as the way, the truth, and the light. A little something that I learned, women really enjoy the chase, okay? You know what the temper tantrum means? Hold me. Tell me everything's gonna be okay. Let's talk about this. Women hate when you run away and hide like a little boy. And that is essentially what you're trying to justify in this post. It's not the way to go, my dude. What's mind-boggling is how you could go around and post this on Reddit completely seriously, thinking that you're helping somebody out. Or maybe you're just trying to set them up for failure. I think that's a bit more likely. Misery loves company in that. So, I basically debunked everything you said in just a few sentences. I'm sure the comment section will back me up on this, right? I'm sure wifey will, at the very least. This is wisdom handed down from my very own wife. So, you could take that to the bank, I'm pretty sure. She's not all women, granted, but she's all of the women that I care about, so we're gonna move on to the next one. That's fine.
I haven't read the manga, but I'm so sick of Netflix's agenda.
I mean, there's a lot to complain about regarding Netflix, but I don't think that's one of the things. Letting other people see people who they can identify more closely with, who represent them a bit closer, I don't really see a problem with that. I can identify with an character as long as they're written well. And that's really where Netflix has the problem.
No spoilers, but you have a totally beautiful woman in the actress who plays a certain role, and then they do a flashback which features an actor, a real-life boy, playing the said female character, and then transitioning into a woman.
Oh my god, it's almost like movies aren't real or something like that. Why? Why does this bug you so much? I don't even know what show or manga or whatever they're talking about. Twitch chat says it's Alice in Borderland, which I haven't seen, so can't say a thing about it, but okay. Maybe the comments can, again, back me up with this.
So, are they trying to make men afraid that any gorgeous woman might be a man in a dress with makeup on?
I think it's just you, bro. He's so terrified. He's running away from gorgeous women because they might be a man in a dress. If she identifies as a woman and you're into her, then go for it. Who cares? Current year, nobody's gonna judge you. I mean, some people might, but you don't care about those people's opinions anyways, right? Be secure within yourself. Find somebody that you vibe with, because that's really what life is all about, isn't it?
Are they trying to make real men feel bad for lusting over the said character for several episodes when it's a man? Remember though, she is a woman in real life? Question mark?
Yeah, he's a little bit confused. This isn't about Netflix having an agenda at all, is it? It's about you not being able to handle the fact that this character is trans, right? You were totally into that character and then they did this flashback episode and now you're all mixed up and you don't know how to feel. Well, let me spoil it for you. Feel the exact same way that you did. Why does that change things so much for you? I think that's really the question that you need to ask yourself.
Anyways, the series turned into Lord of the Flies pretty quickly, but this crap really ruined it for me.
Okay, but by your own admission, you haven't read the manga, so is the character actually trans in the manga? That is the determining factor for me. And again, according to Twitch chat, yes, she is. So why are you pinning this on Netflix? The only agenda that Netflix has is getting their stock price back up out of the gutter, which they're really struggling at. I don't think that this is a reach. I've been told that this is how it goes in the manga, so stop. If it really does bother you that bad, I mean, it's Netflix, bro. They've got hundreds of other shows for you to watch. Back out of it. You don't need to make a social media post about how uninformed and enraged you are. Just let it drop. Ain't no problem. I'm pretty sure the only Netflix and chillin' that this dude is ever gonna do is with Pamela Henderson. You know what I'm saying?
Which countries have lower tax and more freedom than the land of the free?
Lots.
I'm a digital nomad.
Oh, high five. Me too, bro. Let's compare notes, shall we?
I'm thinking of moving. I want to be in a place that's, 1, good enough to raise a family, so can't be yacht cruise.
Yacht cruise? What the hell are you talking about, dude? I think America's like a really good place to raise a family, as long as you don't got kids to send to school. You probably want to homeschool if you value your children. I'm sorry, America. It's not an option in the Philippines. You can't homeschool your kids. And while it is good enough to raise a family, it has its own fair share of problems. 2, English speaking. Yeah, Philippines mostly speaks English, especially the older folk, the people from the world wars. they'll speak some English, don't even think twice about it. And my uncle who works on a ship, he is super fluent. 3, less corruption. Oh yeah, Philippines don't fit that one. Sorry. 4, no income tax from crypto income or external income. I don't plan to be an employee anyway. As long as you have your citizenship, let me tell you, they're gonna come for it. You need to renounce your citizenship 100%, and at that point, like, you gotta apply for a visa to come back to the US. It's ridiculous. 5, legalization of... Yeah, Philippines doesn't fit that one either. 6, legalization of buying... or at least having sugar babies. Basically a place where a rich man can just have many women, have many children with those women, and pass on his wealth to those children. Oh my god, dude. Never mind. I was vying for the Philippines to be part of this race, but no, we don't want you here. Now, is that type of work legal here? Yes, of course. Can you have many women? I suppose you could, but it seems like you're having a hell of a lot of trouble finding and satisfying even one. How many women do you want to disappoint, friend? Just be real with me. Democracy is optional. Rich country is optional. Regressive tax is fine. Sales tax and land tax is fine. I could just pay tax proportional to income. Tell me you're a trust fund baby without telling me you're a trust fund baby. He's like, where can I go and use this silver spoon that's been in my mouth for my entire life? I'll totally make all my money off crypto investments. Yeah, where'd you get that initial seed money? I got a loan from my father in the small amount of $1 million. How nice for you. Poor country's fine. Venezuela have beautiful women eager to sell their body. Oh, awesome. Is that awesome? You really enjoy that, do you? You're just a disgusting human being. Now, if you participate in that, I mean, that's your choice. I'm not gonna tell you not to, but calling it awesome, I really don't think that sums it up. I'm sure they're not okay in other ways. Reasonable corruption is okay. Oh, how the turntables. Versus like, yeah, less corruption. Actually, reasonable corruption is probably all right. God damn, you're just despicable. So, Indonesia, my country, isn't that bad. I just feel scared that some of the freedoms I enjoy may allow cops to blackmail me, and the blackmail may be proportional to my income. Yeah, I guess that's how blackmail works. Why are you making yourself such a big target? Live below your means. If you got money, you don't need to let anybody know that you have money, okay? That's how you make it in the Philippines. You don't want to generate any ill will, lest somebody show up at your door with a gun. The idea is like a free country project. In US, you move to New Jersey. Where would the rest of the world go to? Also, easy visa for the rich. If I have to invest, that's fine. The idea is to incorporate/move to those countries. Yeah, I hear Mars is pretty good. Nobody wants you here on Earth. Okay, you're just a scumbag. You're trying to skate by the law. It's gonna catch up with you. I'll tell you that much. You're so scared of just doing the thing that you know you should do. Why don't you go back to the US? Are you not making enough money? Daddy's money ain't enough for you? I'm gonna tell you, no matter where you go in the world, this type of personality, you're not gonna find a woman that's gonna stay with you. She'll take as much money as she can, and then she's out 100% of the time. If we really have to keep this guy on Earth, can we not send him off to Point Nemo or something? Just the farthest away from humanity as possible. Just from a few simple bullet points, I can tell what kind of person you are, and we would not get along. The part that I find the richest about this entire post is he's talking about raising a family. He's like, yeah, I want to raise a family, but I also want to do illicit substances and buy S-workers. Like, are you serious, dude? You are not fit to raise a family in any type of way. Somebody needs to get rid of this guy in whatever way possible. We don't want him. Nobody wants him. Maybe we just put him on an iceberg, let him float out to sea or something like that. Like an aged Eskimo. I don't think they actually really did that. Anyways, one more post, I guess, and I'm gonna get out of here for the day.
I'm more and more inclined towards Asian women. They're amazing at being women. I mean, what negatives do Asian women even have?
Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with this post. So we're gonna do one more then. The truth is, the only problem Asian women have is not wanting you. Which honestly, that's a net positive for me, so yeah, I'm okay with everything in this post. Alright, here's the last one for real this time. For realsy reals.
To the tough guy who said he wants to pay me a visit. You won't like what happens if you do, homie.
Homie. Now don't get out here talking all gangster like you're somebody. Who's the real internet tough guy in this equation?
The internet's fun and games, but real life is a different story.
Oh yeah, you don't want to see me on these streets. You probably won't, because I don't go out in the street.
I would not play nice if that's what you're expecting. And I'll defend my family, because in my eyes, you are a predator and a fatal threat who will be dealt with fatal action.
God, I wish I had some context to this post. This has some serious, like, I'm a Navy SEAL kid. You know that copy pasta from way back in the day? Shirtless dude with a receding hairline and double chins holding a pair of nunchucks. With Red Hot Chili Peppers in the background. And what looks like a curtain as a partition. You know he's living in his mom's house or something. She's like, get a job, Timothy. And he's like, I gotta finish this Facebook fight, Mom. She's like, fine, go ahead. At least if he goes to jail, I won't have to feed him anymore. I was gonna say feed and clothe him anymore, but obviously he doesn't wear clothes. It's like an animal running around the house.
By the way, just so you know, the thing in my hands, it ain't plastic, dog.
Oh, dog and homie? Wow, things are getting really serious. Things are starting to heat up.
Don't be stupid. Whatever problem you have, it ain't worth it. And you don't want to see me get real.
Whoa. I like how he talks so tough and then tries to de-escalate it right at the end. You know this guy ain't gonna be out here fighting anybody. Although, if you do see this guy on Facebook, you better steer clear, because he's dual-wielding chins and he's not afraid to use them. How you make a post with lighting this bad, showing off your chins, just shirtless, looking like a mess, the whole background and everything, just to show off your nunchucks? Oh yeah, this is a real tough guy we're looking at. He could chop an onion without crying with his nunchucks. We gotta let this guy into the salty spittoon, right? What a pathetic excuse for, I guess we could call him a man. I don't, not 100% comfortable with that statement. let's be really honest with each other and say that the only thing that this guy has ever hurt is his own feelings. Maybe a piece of drywall if mommy really works him up a little bit, you know?
No, we can't have tendies. We had it for 4 nights this week. And he's like, God, I don't even know why I live here.
I don't know why you live here either. I told you to move out. Please. God, he's just a whole mess. Get off Facebook. Go do something productive with your life. For God's sake. Practicing with these nunchucks. The least you could do is concuss yourself so nobody has to look at you no more. An anime actress with nearly 1 million Twitter followers tweeted out a guide telling her fans to bathe before coming to her concert. Yes, please, that would really be nice. It's the human thing to do, okay? Why are you not? Commenter says on random thread, oh, how betrayed he must have felt. Imagine spending your life with the person you love the most only to find out that she cheated on you 60 years ago and never confessed. Damn. Girls do take those kind of secrets to the grave, but I don't know how this is neckbeard related. Oh, there's another comment.
Sorry to bother you, milady, but I'd like to inform you that I just came to your Reddit avatar.
So unnecessary. Why do you feel the need to do these things? Why are you like this? Please, just pump the brakes for a minute. Do you ever read things back to yourself before you post them? Maybe try that.
10 dominant traits that women secretly love.
Dominant. Oh yeah, I guess I'm on a thumbnail. Look at me. Submissive. I guess I'm on a thumbnail now. That's the difference. Just dressed like this guy with a strange mole birthmark patch of hair on his chest. maybe you just button 1 or 2 more of those up, please. Thank you. Chicks go walk in to be like, he has skin cancer. That's bad genetics. Submissive guy stands more of a chance, honestly. All right, I got an idea, guys. How about we send all the neckbeards to North Korea? Please don't do that. North Korea, I mean, they've committed some atrocities, but nobody's deserving of that. Okay, fedoras are still fashionable there. Yeah, they're a bit behind the times. Exclusively Asian chicks. No contact with the West. Their fatness will be seen as a symbol of great wealth. Only ones who can grow beards. So neckbeard is considered cool. Nationalism is popular. I honestly think that this is a great idea. I'm gonna be real with you, it has legs. But I think North Korea would find out in very short order that they don't actually contribute anything aside from existing. We're sanctioned from most nations. We don't have that much food. And these neckbeards are eating it all. 20 of them eats for 2,000. No, truth is we have to keep them widely distributed. That's the only way to keep the timeline from going off the rails again.
Hey guys, offhand, has anyone else noticed Koreans/Asians are obsessed with taking a shower before banging it out?
Oh my god. Countries in which they have a much smaller personal bubble value cleanliness. Are you surprised by this? Also, have you ever showered before banging it out? Because that is just the bee's knees. Somebody puts a hand-raising emoji. That's not an obsession. Bro, have you ever smelled your crotch at the end of the day? You bet he has. And he's still like, yeah, get down there. Just do it. Consider showering. That's all I'm saying. It really does feel nice. It's only a few minutes out of your day to improve your quality of life by a wide margin. And the quality of your sex life, for that matter. Anyways, moving on.
Men are designed to have more than one woman, and women subconsciously know it. Tell your woman you're gonna cheat on her during sex.
Bro, so I can be as single as you? No, I'm good.
Tell her you're gonna ignore her and bang somebody else, and she can't stop you. And watch her come everywhere. Women want men who have other women.
This guy, yeah, you can take advice from this guy. One look at his face and you know he shreds some ass. Nah, I'm not taking advice from him. Come on. Women want men who are desired by other women, but if you're out there actually doing it, you're just an abusive a-hole. There's no reason for that. I mean, you probably knew, I probably don't even have to say it, but guys, please, don't ever take advice from teenage Cartman. Don't ever take advice from Wish Chris Farley, okay? It's not good. It's not good. Been watching too much of them pickup artist TikTok videos, which, hey, if you guys know of some, I'd like to dive into that soon. I just need an account. I'll go slog through the trash. Just point me in the direction, okay? Thank you so much, comment section. Moving on. About me, non-religious Caucasian, I'm Jake, a 40-year-old man who's looking for a partner to start a family with. At 40 years old, you still... Never mind, dude, whatever. I'm not gonna say that that's a red flag, but it's a little sus. I'm a bit nervous with girls, but I'm really nice when I'm not violent or moody. Wow. Yeah, sign me up for the moody, violent guy. That part, definitely a red flag. I'm out already. 2 sentences and I can't. I have anxiety and go to creepy websites. You just put that in your dating profile, bro? I go in the dark web. Okay, cool, bye. But I'm working on getting better. 40 years old, you might be too far gone. I'm gonna be really real with you. I'm not sure that we're capable of fixing this. I'm looking for a girl of breeding age. Oh God. No! Never say that again. Who's interested in starting a white family? I guess at least he's not chasing around the Asian girls, because that kind of was a theme developing for this video. But, god damn, dude. There's a lot to unpack here. There is a lot to unpack here. I'm a good provider, and I'm willing to work hard to make my family happy. Oh, I do like that one. Out of context from everything else, yeah, I can stand behind that singular sentence. But hey, how about you work on making yourself happy first, and then perhaps you'll be capable of making someone else truly happy. I'm looking for a girl who is kind, compassionate, and intelligent. And she should be someone who's willing to work hard to make a family with me. If you think you might be the girl for me, please send me a message. I would love to get to know you better. How many messages you think you got? I'm pretty sure I know you fairly well from just this, these couple of paragraphs. I don't think there's a single woman out there that made it past the second sentence of this. You're sitting down on the dating app and you're just like, no, oh hell no. I don't think this guy's getting any play whatsoever. I'm sorry, 40, it's too late, you lost the game. Oh crap, now we all lost the game. Okay, moving on. Oh no, what are you doing out here? Is this Kevin James's son? He's on OkCupid. OkCupid. You should message me if you're not some ignorant girl who likes douchebags. Oh my god. We just hit the ground running, don't we? I'm secretly the nice guy. Oh, totally. Do you think women have an obligation to keep their legs shaved? Yes. What about you? I guess he does keep his chins shaved, so... Great job! I lived by a strict code of honor, derived from the medieval knights' code of chivalry, but mostly from the samurai code of honor, known as Bushido. Chivalry or Bushido? Which way do you choose to go? Yeah, you can tell. This guy is training his body as well as his mind, right? I'm pretty sure that's a tenet that's existent in both of those codes. and you've just conveniently decided to forget it. At this point, I don't believe anything you say. You're just making words, aren't you? Describe your ideal match.
Ideally, I just want a woman who will love me and not be a total judgmental statist bitch who's so wrapped up in liberal ideals that she doesn't see what's really important. I'm not very picky. And I'm a total gentleman.
Oh my god.
Yeah, total gentleman. As long as you shave your legs, you worthless bag of... God, dude. You can see. Look into his face, his dead shark eyes, and tell me that he's a good person deep down. Somebody check that guy's hard drive. That's all I'm saying. 10% match, 14% friend, 60% enemy. Yeah, that's about accurate. I don't think we would get along very much. I'm really good at
providing libertarian solutions to everyday problems.
Oh, this is the guy that we need to get into office to fix everything. At least the hard drive check will be hidden from public view at that point. Ooh, this is getting a little spicy, isn't it? A little bit too political. But I guess that's just what happens on OkCupid. A lot of times you get a match over there and you're like, okay, Cupid, thanks so much. But this time, this guy pops up in your inbox, you're like, okay, Cupid. It's worse than the death march. Just like, okay, fine. If that's all I get to match with, then I guess I'll match with him, goddammit. We gotta move on from this. This is just gonna depress me. Implying everything here doesn't depress me.
3 red flags when dating, courting a woman. Number 1, she has a lot of guy friends. Or a guy friend, because there's no such thing.
Citation needed?
2, she parties a lot, goes out to the club. She's in these streets far too often.
In these streets. Dude, you just heard a black guy say that once and you're like, that sounds pretty cool. I'm gonna start working that into my everyday lingo and it's never believable. Please stop.
Number 3, doesn't value traditional ideas, believes in radical left ideologies. Did I miss anything?
Was the ideologies on purpose? Because that's kind of funny, actually. I think my favorite part about this post is the fact that he put courting alongside dating. Like I'm some knight that just rolled in from the 1500s and has never heard of courting, referred to as dating. What is this heresy? Did you miss anything? I mean, yeah, more than I'm willing to unpack for you on a Facebook post.
I agree. That was me in a lifetime so long ago when I wasn't serious about anything. It took some growing up to preach. That's so important. That's spot on.
Yeah, get in the echo chamber, everybody. You can have friends of the opposite sex. That's absolutely fine. She could go out and party as well if that's really what she's into. But if that's the case, then we probably wouldn't be compatible anyways. And not valuing traditional ideas. I mean, I think all ideas should be questioned. I like when people come in the comments and question my videos. It makes me do some thinking, which is important. Let's all try to be more critical with our thinking. All of this stuff basically boils down to his own insecurities, and it's so obvious. Why are you LARPing like you're rejecting women that do these things when really you would take anything that comes your way? I could smell it on you. That's this strong beta energy right there. Stop it. Oh, here's one that's a green text. Have you been watching my green text videos? I mean, I got a playlist for you if you'd like. They're pretty good sometimes. And this one, yeah, definitely a glimpse into one user's soul.
Is using an exploit in a video game to crash servers illegal in America? Is it illegal to crash a video game server using nothing but in-game mechanics? I found an exploit in a Steam survival game that can crash the server for about 5 to 10 minutes, booting everyone off the server. It uses nothing but in-game mechanics to do. Is it considered a DOS attack, or since I'm just playing the game, would it hold up in court?
hold up in court? I don't think anybody's gonna sue you over that. They'll just patch it out. Oh, this is all like his sidelong way of flexing what elite hacker he is to anonymous users on the chans. This is the saddest thing I've ever seen. And then we get a green text. Knock on door.
Go away, I'm busy.
Door opens. Anon's parents take a timid step into the room. Piss jugs fill most of the available floor space. We're really painting a picture. Anon, what are you doing? Camera pans to Anon, who sits cross-legged and hunched over a small dusty monitor. Fat flows flowing freely to reveal a completely nude figure, except for some ripped, stained Y-fronts.
I just found a small indie game on Steam where I can exploit an in-game mechanic to crash the servers. I'm basically a hacker, you know? This is only the start, mother. Once everybody sees what elite hacker I am, I'll totally get a cutie pie Asian girlfriend and move out of the basement. Then my life of being a real big-time AAA game dev will truly take place.
Yeah, man, it's good to dream, I guess. A pale, chunky hand reaches into an industrial-sized bag of flaming hot Cheetos. Some sounds, akin to that of a hungry hippopotamus devouring a small mammal, follow. The creature wipes the crumbs on its pallid body. Okay, Anon. We'll leave you to it. The mother wipes away a single tear as she backs out of the room. The father gives a single glare, a mix of regret, shame, and stoic acceptance. Before following suit and gently closing the open door. A single balloon reading, "Happy 30th birthday, son," hovers for several days in the doorway, unnoticed, until the helium leaks out of it and it slumps, almost wearily, to the floor. This is the saddest thing that I think I've ever seen. Who wrote this post, you mad genius? I do sort of vaguely remember that ending. Leave a comment if you think I read this one before. And leave a comment if you'd like to hear me read it a third time. And now we're on to Twitter. We're just going all around the internet.
My cousin is such a heifer. 20 years ago when she was 14, I was 17, she knew I couldn't help my inceldom.
You've already given up. You've just accepted that as a fact of life, and I think that's really sad. Besides, how's a 14-year-old gonna help out a 17? Oh, I see where this is going. All right, buckle in, everybody.
One time, I had to stay with her for 2 weeks, and I wasted a lot of time chasing her to get inside her panties.
Your pubescent cousin. Oh my God, dude. Put him against the wall. It's over. I hate everything about this, dude.
I even just outright asked her, but she was a total bitch and told mom.
Good. Good. How did you think this would end up any other way? You watched a bit too much of that anime, didn't you, boy? Get him out of here. Get him out of my friggin' sight. Take him out back. Boots. Heavy style. Now. Well, here's another slightly sad one. I guess we're getting into some heavy stuff today. Man stabs child after being called an NPC. Wow, that NPC was really aggro. What sort of quest is this? A man stabbed an 11-year-old child at the Dollar Tree after he was called an NPC. Dude, an 11-year-old doesn't even really know what that means. What the hell? The family's child has since started a GoFundMe to help offset the cost of medical expenses in their time of need. And they were shopping at a Dollar Tree, bro. Healthcare system non-existent, bro. It's a sad story all around. That kid didn't deserve that. He's just being a dumb kid saying dumb kid things. Yeah, he's probably a little media poison. Been sitting there with the iPad in the living room, hasn't really moved since he's been 2 years old, but You know, I got some sympathy for him. It's not too late for him to get up and out. This dude, though, at the Dollar Tree, just knifing kids, it's over. I hope he never gets out. Although, at the end of the day, I guess he did prove that he wasn't an NPC because, you know, in video games, like every video game ever, you can't kill kids unless you're using console commands. And this guy, he's small brain. He ain't no dev. Anyways, I gotta go now. Hey, it's Ask Aubrey over on Twitter. She does some good stuff. She's actually the one that first posted this, my cousin was such a heifer, I tried to get inside her panties, blah, blah, blah. I tried to look up that user and go on a deep dive, but he deleted his account, which I guess was the smartest thing he's ever done. Anyways, this post in particular, my boyfriend looked at underage girls and is justifying it as basically normal prawn addiction behavior. Is this a real thing? Why are you not already running? Why are you taking the time to make a Reddit thread? You know in your heart whether this is okay or not. It's not. Run.
Run.
These weren't like 17-year-olds. They were 13 to 14-year-olds with flat chests and baby faces who honestly looked like middle schoolers. That's it. Get against the wall. We have a lot of reservations for the wall today. We're gonna need more bullets. He's justified it as a normal progression of addiction and searching for extremes. I mean, there's some merit to that argument, but no! That's not an excuse to continue doing it. Do you understand? That's the point where you seek out help or chop your hands off. Snatch that hard drive up, call the cops, and leave. Disappear into the night. There ain't no fixing this. He thinks I'm being extremely unreasonable for not understanding why this happened, but so much of his explanation was really depersonalizing the issue from himself and saying things like,
it's not like they were prepubescent. They were of reproductive age. Oh, God. Oh, God!
I hate this. Now I'm so sad today. I started out, I had some good energy, and you've just deflated me. We've had 3 or 4 bad posts in a row. It's over now. I'm done now.
It was a perversion of an innate drive. You don't understand because you don't understand what men are attracted to.
Are you just talking for all men now? Jesus. I hate you. As a human being, I really would like to see you not exist anymore. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna say that anybody should do it, but if it did get done, it wouldn't be the most tragic thing, would it? I started my cycle when I was 11. Many girls are starting their period as young as 8 years old now. A girl hitting puberty, though, is not a green light. No, not at all! Why are we even having this conversation? What the hell? Please tell me this is a troll thread, please, please. But I do know that stuff like this happens on the internet, and it tears me up every single goddamn time. Future involuntary eunuch incoming. And if we follow the creature's own line of logic, then it's only a matter of time before it is prepubescent because he's searching for new extremes. You're just horrible. Tiniest pee-pee energy on possibly the entire planet. I don't think that anybody would really feel that we were missing anything if he just up and disappeared from existence. So can we do that? Thoughts and prayers? Thank you so much. And after this video, I'm gonna go follow Ask Audrey. I'm pretty sure that's her name. She posts lots of good creeps. Maybe we do a whole video on stuff she dug up. Here's another one. It just never ends, does it?
I say Jenna Ortega's the definition of perfectness in women.
Perfectness. That should brace you for what comes next, but really nothing can brace you for what comes next.
She looks underage, but totally an adult.
Leave the kids alone. What is wrong with you? The internet, it's a mistake. It's a mistake, bro. It's allowed me to live my dreams, hang out with the coolest people on the planet in the ReddX premieres and comments sections, but I don't know, man. At a certain point, we have to weigh the pros and cons, don't we? If we could get rid of people like this, drive these roaches out into the light, I would get rid of the internet in an instant. This person probably only feels comfortable saying stuff like that because it's online. So let's wind it back. Let's make these inside thoughts again. And if they ever come outside, we all beat you to death with a ReddX Industries brand lead pipe. Yeah, please let the next post be something different, please.
Girls won't date me because of feminism. Part 2 of 19.
Are you sure? That is why. What is that mustache, dude? Tiniest mustache in the world, but you still can't grow the hair in the middle. Got a witchy boy t-shirt, leather jacket. I don't know what that flag is in the background, but she can't be good. And still this dude has like tens of thousands of followers. We really are doomed as a species, you know that, right? This dude will never be able to look inwardly because he has a comment section gassing him up and be like, no, dude, what you're doing is perfect. You're totally right. These chicks are out of line. Like, dude, come on. Come on. If the problem is like you versus the rest of the world, Occam's razor says that the problem is probably actually just you, not the rest of the world, right? Now the question is, do I go dig up this video series? Do I go try to find it mirrored because it probably got hate bombed at some point eventually? How could it not be? All I saw is a single screenshot and I'm like, I want to go rip on this dude so hard. It's not even about the feminism thing. It's about how you present yourself and how you will never be able to look inwardly because of that. Oh no, man, maybe I saved this one for later. Maybe we go check it out. Maybe. A couple more and then I'll get out of here for the day. And now we're on Quora. We really did go all around the internet today. I'm proud of us. What a journey.
How do I tell my sister that I'm sexually attracted to her?
Don't. Stop it, and also, don't. There is actually an answer to this abomination of a question, but somehow the answer's even worse than the question, so I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna read it. You can go find it for yourself if you want. But don't blame me for what happens afterwards, okay? It's just the worst. Okay, one from Facebook. Oh, now we're on Facebook. Did we do a Facebook already? Doesn't matter, it's fine.
Hey guys, like my status if the girl in this picture would be better off dating me instead of the loser in this photo with her.
Be the first to like this. No, I don't think I will. I love that nobody liked it, but I'm terrified that somebody feels entitled enough to do something like this. Self-awareness has reached absolute zero. The girl responds and says, "Get the fuck off my page, you creep." And ROP comes back saying,
"Listen here, I'm not afraid of you or your unappealing husband. You attempt to feebly defend your honor because you're unaware of the persuasive mastermind you're dealing with."
Oh, is that what this is? This is just a 4D chess move. I can't even see the dimensions that it's moving in. Because to me, it seemed like a really batshit crazy stupid idea. Go ahead, please, unveil your master plan. I'd love to know what sort of mastermind you truly are.
It is funny, in all honesty, seeing you try to win a battle you have no hope at gaining victory in.
Jesus, dude. I wish I could even be like, this is probably parody, right? But no, it's far too real. You've seen people like this. They go off on Facebook and Granny is the only one that likes his post and he takes that as carte blanche. He's like, good, then I'm gonna continue pursuing her, despite the fact she's married and clearly wants nothing to do with me. What are you talking about? The working theory is like, okay, the end game would be that like she saw, let's say 1,000 people liked it, and then she totally dumped her partner because likes from the internet are supposed to dictate people's behavior. Please go touch some grass. That's all I'm saying. It's like people on Twitter that go like, oh, ratio. It's like, oh, you got more likes than me. That makes your point more valid somehow. Okay, you couldn't even bother constructing an argument. You're just like, bleh, people will like anything I post, bleh. You're so weird. How did you get this weird? It's time to get offline, maybe permanently. Jesus, dude, we waded through a lot of crap today, I'll say that much. But it was rather enjoyable in its way, as it always is. There's a reason that I avoided r/neckbeardthings for just a moment. Let us cleanse our souls with some tributes of fur babies from the ReddX user Discord. First up, oh, we got Sleepy Jerry's little pupper. Oh, look at that. That's so nice. Camille Sarah, patron of ours, she got her pony pone with the pretty braid. Oh, now that is a horse that is well loved. I'm glad to see it. And finally, we got Coonhound Mama with the Coonhound. Hey, take a little bath, you know? Because hounds, they got that nose. They really do love to roll in something stinky. Just ask my beagle. I should probably let my beagle bark and whine at me at the end of the video, like r/'s ill-behaved dog. That's kind of maybe the new thing that we're doing, maybe. What I will say is that I'm glad you guys were here. And, you know, we'll bounce back from this. It's a little bit of trauma bonding, but we're going to be fine, probably. Wake up tomorrow and suppress all of this into our subconscious memories. I really, really do want to thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, friends. Share it around if you're extra brave. Check out my social media links in the description. Thank you as always to my Patreon patrons, my YouTube channel members, helping me to stay afloat. Oh, good God, I need them so much. If you could join them, please do. If not, I'm just glad that you watched the thing that I made. Please come watch the next thing tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have I said thank you so much again? I'm going to say it one more time. Thank you so much. Wash your hands. Keep yourself safe out there. And always remember, friends, that you are loved. You are worthy. You definitely, definitely deserve it. And I shall see you in the next one. So until then, friends, bye-bye.
Nani baka, nani baka. Nani baka, nani baka. Nani baka. Sunlight glinting on nippon steel, folded 1,000 times. Can cut through any argument, defeating illogical crimes. Dew drifting down from the heavens, settling on my blade. I quest higher into the mountains before my euphoria fades. Nani baka, nani baka. Nani baka, nani baka. Nani baka. There I seek the sacred bird, and its flesh and I shall render, carving out the holy snack to claim that chicken tender. My fedora tips beneath the weight of the sacred task ahead. I draw on the gods of atheists and the Dawkins text I read. Nani baka, nani baka. Nani baka, nani baka. Nani baka. Come to me, my true waifu, my slayer of the titans. Instead she speaks the sacred words and the phrase that frightens. You do know that two is a kind. You must leave this world, you have to die. I chug my flask of Mountain Dew and draw my blade for Sudoku. Nani baka, nani baka. Nani baka, nani baka. Nani baka. The battle rages on and on until I draw my final breath. Then I catch the glint of euphoria as I fall into my death. Through the power